Peggy 12.
Hundreds of opponents, all felled by his hand. Thousands of strikes exchanged. They forged his spirit. Every moment engraved into his very being. Fists with ambitions so great, they seek to soar beyond the very heavens. Nerfs!
Simple and clean. Showtime, baby!
Welcome to Sets. This will be a good fight.
Alright, after about 5 weeks or so off air, because we've had a busy time, we're now back on the airways. We're back with the Set Show. You know how it goes. We're here to pit 2 players into the ring, as well as have lovely banter and interviews with them, because we're always here having a good time talking some Street Fighter. I'll be one of your hosts tonight, Jammerz. It's been quite some time. We're busy at the Cup with Street Fighter League World Championships as well, even with one of the finalist teams. One of the members is actually here with us. But hey, they're coming in the form of my 2 co-hosts, which we're going to show them on screen right now. There we are. We get to see them. We have Veggey and Olvaha. It's been a little while, gents. Talk to me. How you feeling?
Which one would you want to start?
I don't know. Anyone?
You start.
Start now, Misatsu! I feel really good, Jammerz. Do you know why? Or it's not only because of that, but it's part of the reasons, because I watched that trailer for Akuma and I got really, really hyped. And I really loved that whole cinematic, demonic feature around him, where he's like this ultimate badass. I enjoyed that so much, and it got me really just excited for the game and playing and getting on sets. And yeah, I feel really good. So that was how my last 12 hours have been, or 24 maybe, yeah, something
12,
like that.
Something around 12.
12, yeah, around, something
12,
like that.
18,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, okay.
It's been a good day.
That's good. Olvaha, how about you? It's been a little while.
It's been a little while, yeah. You were at the Cup, all ya fellas, and I was here just chilling, and I was in my cave like Akuma, just making some statues. But
I don't know where this is going.
but yeah, like, I just gotta say, like, I love the fact that Akuma is like, he's the strongest character lore-wise, pretty much. But he's also a character that just moves mountains when anyone sees any kind of footage about him. You release a teaser about him, that moves mountains.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
people
even if
go
it's
crazy.
Yeah, physical mountains, digital mountains. I'm pretty sure you've seen all the memes and everything as well about Akuma.
Yeah, I did.
And the Raging Demon. But wait, hold on a minute.
We saw the angle.
You said Akuma's the strongest lore-wise. Is he stronger than Oro? Is he actually stronger than
I mean,
Oro?
they're pretty much tied. Because they did fight. Oro, I think Oro had one hand behind his back, but Akuma also wasn't like using his full power. So they decided that it's a draw between them.
Well, I mean, it did happen in Street Fighter 5, but maybe if they bring Oro back as a new character, maybe they can have a Battle of the Ages.
Dude, that would be cool. I would love to see Oro again.
Well,
He's one of the more cool characters in the game for sure.
They actually went through that to see who was the strongest, Oro or Akuma, and they went for a draw.
They did a
That is
fate
pretty
check.
cool.
So what, they said come back next saga, Street Fighter 6.
But since Akuma ascended into Oni at some point, is Oni stronger? The
No,
strongest?
Oni is like a what if scenario, so he's not really like a real character. But Shin Akuma is like a real thing where he has his white hair. So I think it's interesting that they went with the white hair because it's more like
lore guy,
Akuma releasing his full strength.
That is the lore master.
Master right there. He's
the
doing
lore
the
master.
business. But hey, that's brilliant. We can talk about this all the time because we do have guests for today as well. Richard, roll the fight card and let the people know what we've got today. We did announce it before, but this was going to happen. We are going to have an all-Swedish affair with JuicyJoe, one of the strongest JP players in Europe, going up against someone who I believe, in my personal opinion, I think he's very underrated in our European region. He's actually got a formidable Dhalsim. He's actually been doing a lot of work with the character. We're going to have a chat with him as well in JNS. Good to see. Veggey actually pointed me in his direction first before I actually did a bit more research on him. This was months ago, so I've actually been impressed by watching his Dhalsim for a few months now. So I'm actually a huge fan of the both of them. So again, shouts to Veggey for getting JuicyJoe on as well. And he actually recommended that we bring on JNS as well. So we're going to chat to those guys in a couple of minutes here. But are we looking forward to this one? JP versus Dhalsim, the slightly changed JP, Veggey?
Slightly changed or not really changed? I mean, who knows? There is a slight change. I hear there might be. Might not come into effect in this match, though. I'm not really sure how often you will have that Dhalsim will have JP, or will jump in on JP and it will make a difference. But I mean, we'll see. I remember watching these guys play because they met a couple of times in our region's World Warrior CPT, and it was actually very back and forth. But I think JuicyJoe clutched it out every time when they played. So we'll see if the nerfs will allow JNS to be on top this time, maybe. So I'm excited to see it anyway.
It's first to 10, so I mean, it's
let's go.
Fish. And this matchup has been an interesting development over time, but the maximum I've seen it is first to 3, so we've got first to 10 treat now. Olvaha, what about you? Looking forward to this one as well?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, because they're so close to my country, Sweden. We're like close neighbors. I always kind of keep a keen eye on the players from across the pond, so to speak. So like they have a soft spot in my heart personally, but obviously looking forward to this evening as well, just because of the fact that I think both these players are very underrated, especially like the JuicyJoe has like had some great showings like throughout the whole season, so to speak, and obviously he just got crowned the season 2 EMEA champion for the Salt Mine League, which is really cool. Obviously a good showing on his part. And they both put in a lot of work. Both have these like very specialist type characters, which is also good. And I think this is an interesting matchup because I feel like it goes pretty much like it can go either way depending on who gets the momentum. Obviously both characters have ways to deal with their zoning, so to speak, but I think it's always been a fun matchup because sometimes Dhalsim is out of the reach of the spikes, for example, if he's levitating very high from the ground, and he also has the teleport to deal with the zoning, for example. So I'm looking forward to how they're gonna deal with each other. Obviously they're close, so they know the ins and outsides of the matchup for sure.
100%. But yes, listen, we'll talk about other things related to the Street Fighter world after we've done our exhibition day, because I've said this in the past before, but I'll have to refresh people's mind, and we're going to actually update you guys when we do get an update on the show. How we do format the show is a bit different, because we do actually get the guests in as soon as possible and then get talking to them and then put them in the first to 10 underway. So don't worry, we'll talk about your favorite Raging Demon after all of that has concluded. So without further ado, because I do have the guys in the green room, I actually do want to get talking with these guys right now so we can get straight into it, because I've been a little fan of these guys for a little while, so I actually want to get these guys on here, start chatting with them so we can know more about them and then get used to their understanding of the player, what they think about the game and why they pick certain characters. We can get the ball rolling here. So, right, let me find out. Have I got JuicyJoe and JNS on the mics?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, there we go. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening to come and join us today. As part of the show, this is where we have a little chat with you guys, get you guys warmed up before you start throwing spikes, fireballs, perfect parrying everyone, and then having a good time playing Street Fighter 6 to 10. So, first thing, I've got to kick it off with, I like to ask my guests about the origins of their names. JuicyJoe, we got to start with you, because I imagine the ladies must call you JuicyJoe. Is that right?
Yeah, of course. Every single one.
That's brilliant. But who actually came up with the name JuicyJoe? Was it you? Was it someone else that gave it to you? Talk to me. What were the origins of JuicyJoe?
The guys who's in the chat here today also. JNS came up with the name.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. Have you had this for a little while, or is this like a recent thing and you just ran with it?
No, yeah, I had it since I was like 14, I think.
Damn, you've been JuicyJoe for almost a decade. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that because I haven't known about you until this game here. So I didn't know if that was a new handle, that was an old one. But if you've had that for nearly 10 years, that's brilliant. So then, let me ask JNS then. JNS, why did you think JuicyJoe is the best name for this guy?
I mean, he's just so juicy, you know. we work out a lot together, and he was getting kind of juicy.
Totally understandable.
Now, right, what, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw there, that is wingman behavior. That is the best wingman right there. He said, you just got a little juicy. That's brilliant. I like that. See, listen, you want guys like JNS in your corner. That was absolutely beautiful. I love that. But then, JNS, what about your name? Does it stand for something? Is it an abbreviation of your full name? What does that stand for?
Yeah, so my name is Jens. So it's just Jens, but without the E.
Okay, see, all right, listen, you guys kept it nice and simple. So, are you guys like a dynamic duo when you play fighting games together? The JNS JuicyJoe, or like, what is it?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, of course.
You guys come as a complete package. So if I get one, I get the other. No, that's brilliant. No, I like that. I like this combination you two pull together. That's brilliant. Now, the next thing I want to ask you, because I'm highly unfamiliar with you guys outside of Street Fighter 6, so I'll ask JNS first. Is this your first fighting game, or have you got a history with fighting games?
No, so I've been playing fighting games since Street Fighter 4. And I've tried a bit competitively at DreamHack in 4.
Okay.
But I've played fighting games since 2010, I think.
So a long time.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what made you want to take Street Fighter 6 a little bit seriously? Was it to scratch that fighting game itch, or was there another reason?
Yeah, so me and JuicyJoe, we played a lot of Street Fighter 4 in the anticipation of Street Fighter 6. And I have grown very fond of fighting games, so I thought to give it a real go and put some serious time in on Street Fighter 6.
Okay.
Because I also liked, when I played it on the beta, I liked the mechanics, and I really liked the approach. So yeah, I had really fun with the game.
No, that's good, and that should always be the first and foremost thing when it comes to video games in general. You should have fun. You shouldn't think of a million reasons to play a video game. But JuicyJoe, what about you? Do you have the same?
Took a while before I got that one. To be honest, I was like,
Did
okay.
you?
Sorry.
I'm glad people caught onto the joke. JuicyJoe, did you have the same reason as JNS, or did you have another reason for picking up Street Fighter 6?
Yeah, about the same. I played together with JNS from 2010, and we loved Street Fighter 4. So I planned this like from like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, just saving up money so I could go to tournament in Street Fighter 6. And the game was awesome, so I just want to keep going.
Okay, so it just worked out for you. No, I like that. Now, let me, if my memory serves me correctly, you went to Versus Fighting last year, and you went to CEO. Is that right?
Yeah.
Were those the only two offline events you went to?
Yeah, I went to Head Stomper also here in Sweden, and yeah, those two is the main ones I feel like.
Okay, now, like, tell me your experience traveling. Was it? This wasn't the first time you were traveling for a fighting game, was it?
No, it wasn't the first time. I've traveled to like some smaller tournaments in Denmark for Dragon Balls, and also some other games. But this was completely different because I spent so much time with the game and was so serious. So I really wanted to get some results too. But yeah, the experience was amazing.
Okay, now moving on to that, because JuicyJoe, a lot of people followed your competitive journey this year, and unfortunately you did fall short because you were probably out. Well, Phenom qualified, Lord Venom was pretty close, and you were probably the other name that was pretty close to qualifying for the finals.
Yeah.
Can I, like, this might be a bit personal, so if you don't answer, you don't have to. When you came so close to qualifying for the cup, were you demotivated, or did it motivate you even more to try again? Because I think you had several chances to go, but it was just unfortunate, a bad matchup, maybe it was a player matchup, or it might have been a character matchup. Were you ever demotivated, or did you always just use that as fuel to the next tournament?
Yeah, I felt very sad for not qualifying, of course. But yeah, the next day I was like, yeah, just continue to play and look for the reasons like I lost these clutch moments. And yeah, so I would say I got not so motivated, but a little.
No.
But now for the next year, right now I'm very motivated.
That's what I was wanting to ask. So the motivation is back.
Yeah. Right now I'm playing so much.
Did it take a long time to get the motivation back, or was it like a few days and it was like, let's get back into it?
Yeah, it was like, it was hard the day I lost and got so close. But the next day I was like playing very much and was motivated.
Nice.
Yeah, so it didn't stick too long.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah, I get reminded by it sometimes now too.
Well, sorry that we had to remind you again.
Sorry.
No, it is something I've wanted to ask for a little while, because I watched you play against Phenom in the online premiere. I watched you have the opportunity to go to the LCQ that Random went to when the Saltmine League put that tournament on. I think the World Warrior as well. I was watching, I said, JuicyJoe has come close. I've lost count how many times he's come close, and he's still playing.
Every time.
I don't know how anyone can still play after that. Like, so I think that's why I was just very curious about the whole motivation thing, because I'm like, he's still playing despite being that close, and it's like, okay. But I mean, if you still got the motivation and you're looking forward to the next version of the game, then I'm actually looking forward to watching you play, because again, I've been a huge fan of yours for a couple of months, and that's good to hear.
I actually have a question regarding the whole competitiveness and like the motivation. So have you in your life done anything similar? Have you competed in anything, for example, or worked as hard to a certain goal? Because it is I think it's remarkable how well you've dealt with those situations. So I just wanted to ask you, have you done anything similar in sports or any other kind of competitive environment?
Yeah, kinda. In sports, I played table tennis at a pretty good level, I think.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, not in the highest level. But yeah, you get the adrenaline and to stay calm.
Yeah, for sure.
In that sports too, so I think that maybe helped a little.
Oh, you know what? I like that. I had never expected JuicyJoe to play table tennis at some sort of semi-pro level.
No?
If it's not a mini tennis racket, he's throwing around JP's cane. Brilliant. I see the similarities there. It's really good.
Yeah.
There's a weapon there. The table tennis racket. Yeah. But I just wanted to know from JNS, because I don't think you entered the first World Warriors. Did you just come late into the competitive side of Street Fighter 6, or were you competing at the beginning? Because I feel like you came in around the third event, and then you actually almost qualified for the World War Finals.
Yeah. I worked a lot. My work really did not click with the World Warrior tournament.
Oh, the timing wasn't right.
Yeah, the timing wasn't right. So I couldn't enter those, and then I was like, well, if I miss the first one, then I won't get any points. But I mean, I love competing, so I started to enter, but work got in the way the first couple of times. Yeah.
All right, listen. Sometimes you gotta keep a roof over your head over.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still did really well, though. I think if in the last tournament you had gone a little further, I think you would have qualified for the World Warrior Finals, if I don't remember incorrectly.
Yeah. It went really good those 2 times, I think.
Yeah.
And then the third time, it didn't go my way. But for next, if there is World Warrior, I don't know, next season, but then I will try to make it.
Well, please do. We like watching you.
I would like to see you in all the World Warrior events. I think
there's not enough.
You would definitely be in the regional
Oh no, there's
finals
enough. We don't need to count Dhalsim players in one hand. We don't need too many. We don't need too many.
I see you.
Speaking of Dhalsim, so this is directed at JNS. So I spoke to Crimson like multiple times about the character. Now he said to me before that Dhalsim's biggest enemy in Street Fighter 6 is the system. So DI and parry, and if you got rid of those, like he'd probably be one of the best, if not the best in the game. Do you have similar thoughts to that, or do you think Dhalsim has another weakness that we don't know about?
Yeah, I can totally see that, but all the mechanics are pretty baitable by Sim as well. So I thought the mechanics were really frustrating in the beginning, but the more I played and the more that I got used to different character patterns and player patterns when they do the things, then it felt like an advantage almost, because with Dhalsim you play so defensive in such an aggressive game, so you can really capitalize on people being too offensive.
Okay, because I imagine that is using a defensive character that is incredibly taxing on the mind, and sometimes you don't want people playing past the speed limit. You want them to slow down a little bit. And I guess Dhalsim can do that to a degree. I do see a couple of areas where he can like beta parry or counter with the DI. But I mean, do you really want to be doing that 8 hours a day? I don't know. Like you said, it's a very offensive game, and the thing is, it's easier to. I don't know if you agree, JNS, but it's easier to overwhelm someone than to react to certain things in the game. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, and I think that's the difference between a master Dhalsim and a good Dhalsim.
Interesting.
The way you can like keep that mental stack. Be aware of all those options and not make the mistake, because then Dhalsim becomes this wall, and then they get even more frustrated and you capitalize even more.
Okay, now I can see your angle. I think that just takes a couple of months to get used to, because I see Dhalsim as like not the pick him up and get better with him tomorrow. He's more of the investment character, and so it takes a little while, because I spoke to a few Dhalsim players before, and they said it's like, okay, the results won't show now, but months down the line, you'll see the strengths of Dhalsim. Are you starting to see the strengths of Dhalsim as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think this character has a really high potential, almost like JP high. But it's just, it demands so much of the player. And that's what I love with the character. Yeah.
Okay.
So
no, I like that. I like that.
I actually wanted to follow up that with a question regarding you picking up Dhalsim in the first place. I think you've played Dhalsim since the launch of the game, so I just was wondering, is Dhalsim a character that you like the archetype, or is it just something that you like about the design, for example? Because you've both played the same characters from the launch pretty much. So is it easy for you to find a main in a new game, or do you like kind of test out different characters? I just want to know that.
So in this game I started with Ryu.
Okay.
But I thought he was a bit too
Basic?
basic, yeah. So I was, but then when I went to Headstomper and also on stream, I saw Mr. Crimson and F-Champ play Dhalsim, and he looked really
Fun.
technical. Yeah, he looked fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks fun.
So yeah, I started picking him up, playing a lot versus Juicy, and yeah, I just grown a love for the character.
Wow. And you become
it's-
one of the stronger Dhalsim players we have in Europe now. That's good.
Yeah, I think first I was drawn to shooters. I played Oni in Street Fighter 4, but I think I realized that the more defensive character is my kind of archetype.
No, I like that he identified that. Some people, listen, JNS, some people don't even realize it now. They've been playing fighting games for like 15 years. They don't even realize what they're good at. They just like, I like this character, they'll go with it. And then someone else will tell them, like, maybe this archetype is better suited for you. Like, no. And it's like, okay, well, can't help you there. Hey, sometimes it happens, man. Sometimes people can't identify it. JuicyJoe, now we gotta go into the meat and bones of today's discussion. I think you know what that is. Your character got a little bit normalized, as some of them would say. As a JP specialist, have they really affected him? Yes or no?
No.
They haven't.
He's no. I don't.
That wasn't
I
in the
don't
script. You were
think
supposed to
so.
say yes. You were supposed to.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. He's not very good now.
No. All right. On a real level though, what would you say was you looked at the changes that came with the Ed patch? Was there one that said, "Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting this change to happen," or did you expect all the changes to happen?
Yeah, I expected the amnesia nerf, and the unexpected nerf is maybe the anti-air. I see some people say that the anti-air is way too good, so maybe some people anticipated it, but I didn't. So yeah, that was the unexpected one for me, the anti-air.
What about the... no, okay, let me phrase this differently. Have any of the matchups you play with JP, have any of them, like, significantly changed since this patch? Or can you still employ the same strategy as you did before, you're just doing less damage now?
Yeah, I think maybe in a couple, like in 2 months, we find out new stuff, how to, like, use the amnesia. Maybe to attack the drive gauge more instead of going for the damage.
No, do you know what? That's actually a good idea. No, that's actually a very good idea. I wasn't thinking of that. That's why I'm not a JP.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's the route the JP players will go, attacking the drive gauge with the amnesia. But also it's like the side switch in the corner is almost too powerful not to go for. So maybe back throw is the best there. Otherwise in the matchups, I think like the most aggressive, like Kimberly, maybe got a little bit worse since she have you in the corner pretty often.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean that makes sense. That does make sense. All right, so then let me ask you this. So when I spoke to Lord Venom, this was a while ago. I don't know if his opinion has changed. He mentioned Cammy, Jury and Kimberly as the worst matchups for JP. Do you agree with that, or have you got a different 3 bad matchups for JP?
Cammy, Jury and Kimberly. Yeah, I kind of agree with that as being pretty bad matchup for JP. I would also like... I'm not a fan of the Luke matchup.
Oh.
Also.
Why are you not a fan of the Luke matchup?
Right now it's like his jump is too good, I feel like.
His jump is too good, or your anti-air changed?
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
The big hand.
Yeah, the hammer is a bit too much. I have to be really fast to anti-air it.
The big fist.
Oh, man. I mean, listen, like, I think, JP definitely got hit with some changes more than Luke did. I think Luke only got the 1 change, right? Luke only get the 1 change?
I think so.
No, he got 2.
The crouching medium punch.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
scratching
and the jump air knuckle thing. It's a lot easier to anti-air now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that got
It's way harder to get it to make your anti-air with.
I didn't
It's
even.
like
And more frames on recovery too.
yeah,
I
that too.
think.
More recovery. Yeah.
See, I didn't
Same
even-
with Ken's EX air tatsu. It's a lot easier to deal with now.
Right, they stopped the air. They stopped the escapes from the corner. Okay, no, I
fun
remember. It's come
allowed.
back to me. You know what? I'll never forget. So, Hallibell, shouts to GG Hallibell. He noticed that Luke's crouching melee punch changed, and everybody went on him. They said you're lying.
Dude, that was funny.
You don't know what you're doing, like that. And then when the notes came out, he
That's
said, like, I
placebo.
told you something was different. Like, it's hard to do that without any actual, like, readable evidence there. It was unfortunate, but he was right. He tried to tell people. But,
I ran
right.
the
Yeah, he was right.
diagnostics. There's no change.
Listen, he tried to tell the people. They didn't listen. But now they might listen when he noticed something about a normal. But yeah, we are running out of time. So I actually want to get 2 more questions in before we get to this 1st to 10. JNS, I'll ask you first. Who are your top 5 characters in Street Fighter 6 right now?
Top 5?
Your top 5. Surprise me.
JP,
Yeah.
Luke, Kami.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think Guile.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And the last one.
It's criminal.
Did I say JP?
Yeah, you did. It's criminal that you haven't mentioned this name.
Put in twice if you want.
No, but and Ken.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Just out of curiosity, where's DJ in your list?
Yeah, I was wondering.
DJ.
Yeah, where's DJ?
I think he is maybe right after Ken, 6th.
Okay. Interesting. Phenom's not going to like that you said that, by the way. He's not going to like that.
I know.
I didn't like it either. I'll be real.
Yeah, no, well, JuicyJoe, what about you? What's your top 5 characters in Street Fighter 6 right now?
Yeah, I think Luke,
Yeah.
JP, and Luke, JP, Chun-Li,
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Guile, and I'm gonna take a hot one and say it, Rashid too.
Oh, okay. No, I like this. Right. Why do you put... A few of the top players have done this. They've mentioned Rashid, and they said people are not speaking about his qualities enough. Why have you put Rashid in the top 5? Do you think he's way better and people are not realizing it?
Yeah, I think he's very good, and also like in most of the tournaments, he always plays very good too. Maybe that's more of the player, maybe, but also his level 2 is so good, and it closes out like nothing else. Or JP's level 2 is also.
So let me... all right, no, hold on. I was just about to ask you that. What level 2 do you think is better, Rashid's or JP's?
Oh. No,
question,
I'm going Rashid.
Rashid?
I'm going Rashid.
No, I'm always... I play a little bit of Rashid myself, but I always hear JP's level 2 is better than that one, but I think you're one of the few people that said it's actually the reverse. Is there a particular reason? Is it because Rashid can get it twice and JP can't, or is there another reason?
Yeah, it's because I play JP.
Of course. I
respect
We
that.
got there.
awesome.
We got
The
there eventually.
agenda.
man.
We got there eventually.
I
No, do you know what?
respect that.
I respect that too. That was awesome.
That's the Nordic honesty for you.
I
That's
like
the
it.
Nordic honesty.
I like it. It's brilliant. I like how honest these two were. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do, because I could talk to these guys forever, because I definitely know they definitely play Street Fighter 6. I definitely pull some answers out of these guys afterwards. We're going to get ready for our 1st to 10, but we're going to take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we're going to have JuicyJoe going up against JNS. JP versus Dhalsim. You don't want to miss this one. See you in a bit.
Peggy 12.
This is Beat Square. Beat Square Station.
Seriously? I'm not interested in whatever you're pitching. You really want me to punch a hole through you? So, Just who are you?
You need to learn to stop pissing me off!
I knew there'd be more of you.
Let's go! Ring the bell!
I'd be scared too.
Hope you'll put up a fight! How's this? Wasting my time! Time's over! Never underestimate me! One more!
You could say I have potential.
Help me!
Welcome back, welcome back. We're live at Sets. We're finally going to get to the first to 10 that I know a lot of you have been waiting for. Where are the games? The games are starting right now, and we have a Swedish brother versus game coming up right now with JNS against JuicyJoe, Dhalsim against JP. We've seen them play in the World Warriors circuit this year, Olvaha, and
for sure.
I'm really excited to see them in this first set. I haven't seen them play against each other for a long time, and I haven't even seen the match JP versus Dhalsim for a long time. So I'm excited to see how it will pan out.
As the Swedish would say, vi ska spela Street Fighter 6.
Vi ska spela Street Fighter 6. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I don't know if you watched this matchup a lot, Olvaha. I don't feel like
it does come up at different intervals. I think like Lord Venom against Mr. Crimson, for example, is another good example from European players. If you think about those players, for example. But I think it's interesting because both these characters obviously are big on the whole screen control aspect of the game, and it does depend on who gets the momentum that who kind of controls the screen, but it can change very quickly as well. I think it's a really exciting matchup, to be honest.
Yeah, I wonder if they were getting them into it. That was awesome. I wonder how it is with if JP feels like a frustration with Dhalsim, or if he has such a varied toolset like there with the spikes that he can kind of make the frustration on Dhalsim's side. So
I'm also very curious on how the crouching fears, like the removal of the anti-air or the air invulnerability on that move affects JP in this matchup, because sometimes you have to check the teleport very fast. So I wonder if that affects his anti-air game.
Yeah, I wonder if he can maybe even check that with like his crouching jab, because his crouching jab is very good. It's one of the jabs that can stop, I think, Dragon Lash. At least that's the propaganda I heard from him.
JP's one or Dhalsim?
No, JP. That his crouching jab is like super strong. So I mean, I know Geef can crouching light punch if he's ready.
Yeah, for sure.
So
if Geef can do it, then JP can do it.
Yeah,
okay. Goes for
that's true.
Goes for a throw after the punish counter drill kick. I kind of like
healthy assumption.
Sorry, anything Geef can do, JP can do better.
That's a healthy assumption.
Sorry. Okay, let's get back to the game.
I think just by talking to these two, I kind of like their mentality towards the game, which is I think it's really good. And the first and foremost thing is they have fun while playing it. So having fun while playing the game and having a good mentality, it kind of goes hand in hand. You can conflate them too. So
that's actually a great point, because obviously because they're brothers as well, and me having like two brothers as well, I know the feeling very well when you're fighting in like competitive. If you're being competitive against your siblings, like it can be very different compared to someone else that's like your friend, for example, because you spend so much time with those people.
It's interesting what JNS said about Dhalsim as well, the trade-off, the mental trade-off you get from actually understanding how the system works and playing a defensive character in a highly aggressive game and getting rewarded for it.
Right now from JNS.
Hey, Dhalsim can do it, and that's going to hit. Yeah, that will hit, and it will burn him out. So that was actually an excellent choice there from JuicyJoe, which means he doesn't have to worry about his stalagmites getting parried or anything. Yes.
He's in perfect health right now to pursue the offense, JuicyJoe right now.
Oh, nice trade. I mean, we'll always wait though to see if Dhalsim gets that lucky teleport. That was almost it, yeah. I guess that's
buffering like crazy.
That's the game we'll be playing while in Burnout.
What was that other change that happened with JP? Something about the departures giving you more drive gauge back or something?
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah. He's actually one of the like I think he's right now the only zoning character where like it's very much easier to kind of not get your whole drive meter
consumed
completely
just by trying to deal with the projectiles. I don't know if what happened to JP is going to be like some sort of indication as to what's to come down the line in terms of parrying projectiles. That'd be very interesting to see. But
I think maybe it's more of a thing that's just going to be there for that aerial portal. As it is, there's so many of these projectiles at the same time that it's going to be really hard to survive any drive bar, and you take such a risk trying to parry it because of the teleport. So that's kind of my feel for that change. Yeah.
Well, the thing is as well, what I like, especially from what we could tell from speaking to JuicyJoe, he's not deterred by the change that happened. If anything, he made it sound like they seem a bit reasonable. Do you know what? Maybe not reasonable, but they anticipated coming. And the thing is, if you're playing a character as excellent as JP and you can anticipate certain changes coming, it actually makes it more... You actually kind of more accepting and you just get on with it. So
yeah, you kind of have to assume that other characters might get touched and your character is also being touched. And,
he can win the rounds. He's got level 2. Yeah, he's got a level 2. He's got to do the whole thing. He's got to do the entire thing.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay,
9.
still alive.
Yeah.
What is this countdown?
Yeah, I'm trying to count the hits. I think I missed the count.
I thought it was for a rocket launch.
It's not the strength these days.
Yo!
Wow, the perfect parry rate on JuicyJoe has been just absolutely crazy good.
But let's give him credit. He's perfect parried the slide like 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah, and the heavy punch is definitely doing that with purposeful intent. Very nice to see.
And also because Dhalsim has different slides, like it's definitely not the simplest thing to just perfect parry it like that.
Okay, gonna get the yoga sunburst there. I thought he was gonna grab him after that parry, but he gets the crouching grab there. There's JNS, throws out the meaty fireball.
That was so good.
If there's one setup I haven't seen in the corner from his throw, it's that one. I definitely haven't seen Dhalsim play do that in the corner. So that was pretty
cool. I also like seeing how JNS is displaying the crouch throw as well as Dhalsim. You don't really see that too often with other Dhalsim players, at least in my opinion.
I remember Zaffarino when we had him on the show, he said I think that's Dhalsim's best screen carry move.
It gives better Oki, I think.
In the corner, I don't think I've seen it represented
the
in the corner as much as like you were saying before, so... Nice crouching fierce, looks like it does work.
Still ready for it.
Yeah, it's still working.
Looks like it does work.
And the conversion from that punish counter anti-air is going to be it.
Oh, that was
no
clean.
drops. I don't think you can even... at that point, when the juggle starts, it's going to be hard to fall out of it, I guess.
It's a fully automated system.
Well,
no upkeep required.
Nah, that was pretty good. I like that. That was good stuff
that was
there.
sick.
And the thing is as well, I imagine with these two, they should probably have a very sharp angle or perspective on how this matchup is played, or there's not many things you can surprise these two with their respective characters. So I imagine JNS is probably really good in the JP matchup, and JuicyJoe, again, if he bumps into any Dhalsim of this caliber or better, like he's got solid knowledge on the character. That was a lovely shimmy.
And that sweep on the slide as it was coming in, that would look absolutely ridiculous. I'm wondering if he was trying to whiff punish a button and it just worked out, or if that's something that he was intending to do. Either way, it looked absolutely amazing.
Nice stand fierce as well.
Oh, unfortunate. No punish though.
I think it's also like really important to take into account that Dhalsim can completely negate the spikes when he's high enough in the air and just levitate.
Well, do you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, right? So let's wait for this thing to get over. He tries to go for a crouching throw. He's going to burn him out.
I love the
that was smart.
Corner pressure right now from JNS has been immaculate.
That was pretty smart because a limb was going to get him the rounds, but he didn't want to get burnt out either. So that actually was a beautiful situation for Dhalsim in general. But yeah, Dhalsim can float over the portals, the stalagmites, like you were saying before, Olvaha. But I actually said this to someone when we were commentating at the Capcom Cup. You're not going to do that forever because Dhalsim gets no damage from up there. He avoids everything, but he gets no damage. So he's not going to float forever because if he could get damage from floating up there, I promise you this matchup would be more diabolical. 100% would be worse.
Yeah, I think
and also his air fireball doesn't even reach from that far.
And it does seem like Dhalsim needs to kind of gets outzoned or out projectiled, out-limbed
just
from full screen.
That
that was great. Thank you for that. You kind of saved me there, Jammerz. So he kind of has to move forward, and you can see him walking forward. Dhalsim doesn't have the greatest walk speed, so it's very interesting to see how he approaches this, but I think he's doing it really nice, and I like the approach to the matchup where he's trying to stay in range to actually hit JP out of the startup of his things instead of just waiting for him to come to him.
I like that drive rush into the arch as well, just to try and see what JuicyJoe was doing. And again, I love the way, I love the way he perfect parries and he's just stand fierce in this matchup. JNS is one of the better Dhalsim players in the neutral game when it comes to this matchup there.
Definitely, and I really like how he's using even the drive rush, almost like the fireball drive rush, because he needs to stay close in this match. Nice usage of the heavy punch as well.
The drive meter's looking pretty bad for JuicyJoe right now.
Backs away here for the moment and still can look for a limb to try and get perfect.
He is still completely depleted right now.
Nice stack.
Oh, he survives it. Yeah, he survives the corner pressure, the throw loops, but goes for a slide. Yeah, the slide's probably
that was a nice challenge, even though he was burned out.
This is definitely JNS's round to win, but JuicyJoe is really good at making these comebacks. He's swooped back with a drive gauge.
Almost
No
chipped
longer in
out
chip
there, but he
territory.
regains the meter just in time.
Yeah, that was a great fireball. Managed to
Still has to respect that, the ricocheting fireball.
But JNS almost burned out.
Oh
Takes
my
the
God.
hit. Not to get burned out, but level 2
Has
is
the
ready
level
on
2.
JuicyJoe's side. Yeah, and now he's
do
burnt
it.
out as well.
I think he
Misses
wants
the end tier.
to-
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, okay.
He just needs anything. That
Oh,
was a good,
there it is,
That was a
yeah.
good call. Stay on top, stay close, get that chip out. Don't let that level 2 mix-up be the
I
game.
thought he was looking to not do a combo into level 2 to get the burnout. I thought he was going to try and burn him out beforehand and then try and put the level 2 on top of him to try and win the round. But I
Yeah,
guess that
same.
didn't work out. So.
Yeah, kind of waited a little bit too long there because of the chip.
I wonder if that was like the crouching, the close heavy punch. Crouching intention. Not ready as JuicyJoe this time.
Yeah, surprising. He's
Even
been
when
ready
you play
like,
this much, you won't always be ready for those float
absolutely.
teleports.
Yeah, it's a long
Oh,
set.
no,
You-
of course
yeah. You have to assume that you're gonna miss those in a first attempt for sure.
The thing
was
is,
the
you know,
gear
Veggey, I can't remember if we spoke about it or someone's spoken to you about it before. I think people still sorely underestimate how much you can actually drop in this game.
Oh yeah, that's,
Like,
that's
just
definitely true.
in general.
But with the burnout though, you have
Oh,
to take
this
the
is
hit
terrible.
to get out of
Nah,
that. Yeah, you need to
this
take
is
the hit to
terrible.
get out of that. And JNS now rebuilt from that.
That was diabolical.
Oh, he's going to spend it. Why?
He couldn't kill without it.
Yeah, no, he 100% he could have done that. Okay, these guys have played long enough, so he's able to do that. But in a tournament setting, I know it's not a tournament setting, I would have conserved those 2 bars because you might need that later.
Yeah, he might just want to make sure that he doesn't drop it so that JuicyJoe
the
will get
momentum is
around up
heavily
again.
in
Yeah.
JNS's favor right now. This is looking really good.
Dude,
Again,
that's
the sweep
yeah,
on the slide.
That's the sweep you were
Yeah,
talking
that
about.
was, yeah, that must have been intentional because that's the second time now.
Well-
that's what you get when you see specialists matching up with each other all the time. You will see all the small things that you wouldn't have discovered for another 10 years.
Well, here's the
playing
thing,
it
right?
every now and
That's
then in
a-
ranked.
That's a relatively
Yeah.
fast sweep, and if he's seeing the startup, or like you said, the startup with the slide, and it's the
Yeah.
medium, it must be the medium slide, so he's not going for the knockdown. He seems like super confident in doing that anyway. So this
Yeah.
is something again. It's not even just specific to JNS. I think he's comfortable doing it against Dhalsim. If he can find
for
that
sure, for
range
sure.
where he's comfortable blocking stand fierce or perfect parrying stand fierce, and he can identify a slide and go for the sweep. So that's what it looks like.
You know, I always thought that that jump light kick was a jumping medium kick. It just looks like a jumping medium
Oh,
kick. I was really surprised.
JP's
yeah,
one?
yeah, JP's.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was
don't
really
worry.
surprised
I
when
thought
I
that
learned.
for
Yeah.
months as well.
Yeah, I was very surprised when I was in training mode with JP, and I was like, "Where's the cross up?" There's no cross up here.
He's got 2, hasn't he?
Oh, at least he has the
Jump light kick and jump medium kick. I thought both of them were.
And
Jump
also
me
the
kick also?
teleport.
I think so. Or maybe. I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm not
The
sure.
mother of all
At least it's a juggle one.
the mother of all cross-ups is the teleport.
The perfect parry, and he sets up
I
shop.
like it. Regaining that screen control instantly with the EX.
Slaps him
Yeah.
out of the air.
I think it's JuicyJoe's utilization of sweep in this matchup in general, not just where Veggey identified where it was being used. I think in general, what the? Wow.
Oh my god, that
was
looked so
absolutely
disrespectful, just hovering above his head like that.
And you know he could do that in SF5 as well. It just wasn't as like threatening.
Yeah.
You never really see it. Only after 1 or 2 scenarios I see Crimson do
Yeah.
it. But that,
Yeah.
when he does it right above your head, is funny.
Yeah, I think it's the first time I see it personally in this game.
Yoga tap dance on your head.
Using the fireball to guarantee the escape from the corner and a little bit of pressure with the teleport. And keeps you. I love how he's using the drivers almost as if he was
Nice
fireball
catch with
drivers
the spikes.
game plan. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dropped his juggle off the departure, unfortunately. I think it's how these guys are trying to like acquire the dominance in neutral. How they're trying to win it. That's the cool part for me in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because they can actually play full screen. They can play outside. They can play outside of Dhalsim's limb range. They can actually
It's
play
also
within
like
that
you
as well.
pointed out, like they're using different tools that you might not use as much
Yeah.
compared to in other matchups, like JP sweep, for example. You don't really see that too much in other matchups, but in this matchup it can be extremely beneficial.
And JNS really spent all the bar and all the drive gauge just to get this round close, but couldn't do it. So that was a good super for JuicyJoe to actually take earlier in this round.
It's the angles that both characters want to cover and how they win, and then you watch the other guy try and make the comeback. I think it's easier for JP to make a comeback than it is for Dhalsim, but Oh,
yeah,
there
for
you
sure.
go. See,
Barely
here's a point.
avoiding that with the maneuverability of the teleport or the
Yeah.
levitation.
Oh, he's ready
Nice
this time.
catch
He's
there.
seen it before. Next time, put it in the book. Next time, I'm gonna air throw. Works out. Gets burned out though. Can you block this, JNS?
He does.
Oh, he's so ready, except for the
Nice
Aegis.
block, but it's in vain.
You block the hard part, you forget
Yeah.
to block the rest of it. And JuicyJoe almost out of burnout. There it is. Can now threaten the stun, and there he comes.
I like
JNS
that.
not ready with level 2.
Instantly going for the kill. I like that.
Oh, he's done.
No
Yeah.
drops. Yeah, no, don't even need the level 1 to finish
Blood in the water.
round. Yeah.
He smelled it.
Now, I imagine as well, I know JP can basically dial up the offensive pressure when he wants to, but for JNS as a Dhalsim player, I imagine this is one of the slower matchups and more manageable ones. At least from what I can watch from these two playing anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad to be Dhalsim. It looks interesting though. Looks like it's
No,
played
because
differently than other matches.
This is what I was saying before. The development of this matchup over the months has been interesting because obviously, as Olvaha discussed before, it's like, basically Dhalsim can float over JP's entire toolset. But then when I watched it a little bit more and spoke to some guys, I said, well, he doesn't land big damage from up there. So he has to come on the ground and play eventually.
I feel like he plays offense a bit more comfortable in this matchup compared to other matchups.
Oh, he's done. Bang.
Yeah.
Spikes in your head.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did.
teleported, try to get that back throw after teleporting yourself into the corner, and when that throw was teched, it was looking like lights out with that low drive bar. Sometimes it's that one decision that costs you the round.
Yeah.
No, that might be the nerf, you know.
Dude,
But it did say punish counter, so
do you know what, right?
might have worked anyway, yeah.
I will say this as well, like, Dhalsim's jumping hard punch is probably one of the most successful ones in the game, and people don't realize it. Because he can hit that
it's super active.
He can hit that super early and probably still get his light.
Yeah, I think it was just a mistime, like the active frames from the
Yeah, it
JP's
looked like
crouch
it,
fears,
yeah.
they were just gone.
Yeah,
They were like, we're out of
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
We're not active anymore.
Since it did say punish counter, and the hitbox isn't changed, so...
I did a lot of damage.
Nice damage on JuicyJoe's part, though. Even in the
JNS.
playing field here.
Yeah, see, so the floating aspect for Dhalsim in this matchup is good if he's got a lead or he wants to get some drive gauge back, but he's going to lose the round anyway because he's just going to do OD Triglav and close it out. That's going to make it 4-2. So yeah, under certain circumstances is the float super frustrating for JP. If Dhalsim's got the life lead, drive gauge lead, or he wants to some drive gauge back, if you need to make some sort of comeback, that's when I can see the float really being pivotal. Other than that, like, Dhalsim's got to be on the ground half the time.
Nice using that. Yeah, continuing that pressure. Those drivers throw loops or button throw loops. Nice, could have kept the throw there. Not ready for it. Not ready to stop the jump out either. Gets to keep JuicyJoe corner though. That's pretty good.
Ooh, nice confirm from JuicyJoe. Ready to pick up like UPS.
Oh, okay. I think he tried to catch a limb. I'm not sure if he was anticipating a fireball or not, but I think the DI was supposed to catch a limb, so you get the punish counter. But he's still trapped in the corner here. Look for the perfect
Here
parry. Didn't
comes
quite
the
work out.
levitation offense from JNS.
And this kind of dangerous though, because JNS has burned himself
He's
out, trying
right
really, really trying to get JuicyJoe on the same page on the burnout.
Wow.
He got it there though. He did it himself.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
he can
work.
pop out. Okay, he could have popped out level 2 before. But then if he does that, JuicyJoe will counter his level 2, so that's not a good idea.
Yeah, this
Nerf on that. Amnesia didn't help JuicyJoe there at all.
And he's burned out again, and it's too late to get the burnout.
I feel like he smells the
damage
kill
going.
right now.
But yeah, he definitely wants to finish it. Does not want to deal with it.
Well, I like the back teleport. Doesn't matter though.
Hard
Yeah,
easy
chip
dash
range
level
round
2.
out.
Checkmate. Oh no, he's floated over. He's floated over. Yeah, this is it. This is what we're talking about.
Dude, this is beautiful.
I
How's it
don't
gonna
think
end?
he can hold
Oh,
out
he
for
gets-
7
no,
seconds.
yeah.
Dude,
Oh, he
Dhalsim Airlines.
He got the life back, and there
Wow,
it is.
that was just the absolute masterclass in yoga maneuverability.
This is what
Yoga
he does, man.
ovation.
That's what he does.
Wow.
Wow, that was
That was
really
the
that was actually
smoothest
very
yoga
nice, yeah.
round ever.
That was such a round of evasion. Was very good.
I love
Oh,
it.
he's still
got
have to
hit
block.
by it.
Still got to block. The fireball is still bouncing on the floor.
Yeah, he was waiting for JuicyJoe to get out of work.
Nice. Sets up a portal. Good defensive
block.
sequence there from JNS as well, but he's still low on dry gauge. He's trying to parry so he can get knocked down again and then really try and burn him out. The back medium punch. Oh, he just got...
Tried to get something going there.
He let go of block last minute.
Some plus frames on that dry rush slide as well.
Too close
Good
for the
Oki
punish
tool for
counter to
Dhalsim.
give. Yeah, I think if you do if you get the punish counter on the close dive kick, it's still only like +3. So you don't get the conversion if you're too close.
JuicyJoe.
You have
They
the
have
plus
my
frames.
airlines.
Oh, that's a good trade right now for JNS. Any
hovering
trade
the-
of damage is good as it's closing in on the kill. Nice usage of the heavy punch.
He's been using that standing fierce really well. I feel like every time he uses it, it's like a guaranteed punish counter against JuicyJoe.
Because you can catch the timing of the spikes. If he sets up a departure, if you perfect parry, that's when it's really good. But
And also the fact that they've played each other so much that he probably knows the timing that JuicyJoe wants to
true.
go for.
And another thing I've noticed as well is a lot of I think pretty much all of JP's toolkit, yeah, unless it's an air-to-air, which he just showed there, none of it will reach Dhalsim's height when he floats. So if you get really aggravated, you have to meet him in the air. And at that point, he hasn't used one of his air normal actions. So he can actually swat you out the sky, which makes that part frustrating.
Yeah, and we've seen JuicyJoe every now and then actually chase down the aerial movement, but it's not been, as you say.
By the way, guys, I just realized I haven't listened to JP's theme since Capcom Cup. It's like re-meeting an old friend.
Do you know, I didn't realize everyone was saying that the JP theme was playing like all the time at the cup. I didn't realize it.
Yeah. Just the return of the king.
Well,
who gets the late perfect parry anti-air? Probably too late to get the punish on the landing, as he chooses to go for something else.
I like it.
Oh, he's trying to anticipate something with that perfect parry. They're not quite working out, so JuicyJoe's going to need to re-establish control in the neutral, otherwise JNS is going to take this round. And you can see
Slipping
there.
away with those.
What a nice teleport.
He can bait something.
Using
grab
that
it.
EX, yeah.
Oh, there, see, yeah,
he
okay.
went for the short.
Yeah,
he went for the light slide this time to throw off the timing. I like that.
Yeah, I had a feeling it's like he's going to try and maybe bait something and try and get the grab.
Yeah,
but JuicyJoe
that's pretty much impossible to see.
You know, from
Or at
watching
least
this match,
very difficult.
This matchup looks kind of even.
No,
I think so too.
I think I don't think the Dhalsim players ever said this was difficult. I don't think they ever said that.
Probably not.
But you can definitely see it going the extra mile for
Yeah.
both the guys having to have a strategy to try and win it. So,
Absolutely. Have to work around their tools.
He wanted to get that hit, to get that
confirmation.
To get that portal out of the way. JuicyJoe just blocking. It's not it though.
Nope.
This is kind of a good round.
There you go. He tried to set up a meaty throw because when you whiff one of those lights, he's like +4, +5 frame advantage. And he knows the scenario, JNS. That's why the backdash came out from JuicyJoe into the stand medium kick. So that was actually really good.
Just losing that round really quickly might be good, as he didn't give away any bar to JuicyJoe from surviving it or starting his
Air
own
throw's
offense.
been on point from JuicyJoe as well.
But the thing is, he's had to
JuicyJoe burned
introduce
elbow.
the air throw because of how often JNS has tried to do a throw bit on the ground with the float to the jump roundhouse. So now he anticipates it.
Adaptation.
Yeah, that just means that JuicyJoe could do something else on the ground now.
Yeah,
I was unfortunate. I think he missed the dive kick, and everything
Marker is
changed
up.
from that one. Now he just needs to survive.
Nice chase down. That's it. That's the round.
Yeah, that's
Chase down. Oh,
no.
that was unfortunate.
He was definitely baiting that critical art there, though, not trying to chip it out. JNS aware. Now it's all JNS.
Bold move. Will it? Let's see if
Will
it
he be
will
ready
pay
with
out
another
here.
one? Oh, he's trying to shimmy, but JuicyJoe, who just finds out that, you know what? Try to shimmy me, I'll crouch and medium kick you instead.
Hey man, that was
For
good
your
discipline
troubles.
there from
Yeah, that
JuicyJoe.
was
He's
very good.
He's been in that situation numerous times to understand. He's like, okay, I'm not taking the bait.
That was a nice
Go the
drive
crouch
into
throw
the
once
floor.
again.
Okay, throw one more time, and then this time he goes for an amnesia. There you go, throw tech. And
The heavy scaling
no, but
doesn't
that's
help
good though,
JuicyJoe.
because the when you do the combo now, it's actually very similar to if you were to land a raw reversal like flash kick, jackknife maximum. Sure, you're not landing those 60% like combo, and you're not building in the process of landing it either. So
Right.
I think it was a very fair change.
Yeah, it was. I agree. I think a lot of other people agree as well.
Well, listen, I mean, he was when you look at the change log for his amnesia and you just read everything that he had beforehand, you're like, whoa, this was a prime
He forgot
reversal.
what he had.
Yeah.
It's still a prime
Beautiful
reversal,
intro, once
in my
again.
opinion, though.
But you don't die for it now.
Yeah, maybe not health bar technically.
But JuicyJoe might
point.
have been on something, so they might attack the dry gauge instead. And I said dry gauge damage is just as dangerous as regular damage if you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, floats over again. Almost got the perfect parry. That would have been awkward if he got perfect parry on that jumping hard punch actually, to get punished on it.
Yeah, she probably could go for the standing head punch, which
I like
Joe's
the
anyway.
spacing from JNS
4
right
JP,
now,
so.
though.
He's burned himself out. He was
Just
level
engage
3.
like this.
Yes.
There you go, heavy damage.
Is that dead though with Dhalsim's level 3 when it's not critical art?
He might just about be alive.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, just about.
Just about. Any instant overhead.
He doesn't even need to do it. Does he have an instant overhead?
Smells
It's
the
jump
blood
light
in
kick.
the
isn't it?
water right
Does
now.
he even have an
No,
instant
it's jump
overhead?
light kick.
Yeah.
It's not low sniper anymore.
Yeah.
I love how he's like just going in right now.
Oh, there's the burnout.
Yeah, the perfect parry as well. He's in
Yeah,
chip
just
range
need-
for sure.
Just needs.
Be careful. There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful answer.
So, this is what we were talking about before, right? When Dhalsim looks to float, and it's like, okay, if he hasn't used any one of his air actions and he still has that, and you're trying to make a comeback, lovely jump there. It's going to be annoying. So, again, like Veggey said, like this matchup, seeing it being even, or seeing that it be even-ish, it's like, yeah, you can. It's as clear as day. You can see it.
Yeah, I think so. And this is played by two people who play each other a lot, and they're both at a very good level. So you're definitely seeing all the ins and outs of this matchup right now. Ooh.
Also, they probably
the
think
perfect
in the
parry
same
just
way as well, obviously, because they're siblings.
Yes.
Ooh, that's the shimmy air teleport. No, air flow damage.
I like that setting
Rush
up, the
down.
ricocheting fireball there.
That's the jumping damage. Big combo damage.
These combos are ultra stylish.
Oh, I thought you were
Tried to go for the jump shimmy again.
Yoga flame as well, just keeping on the
listen,
pressure
man.
just keeps piling on.
Nah, listen.
Dhalsim staggers though?
Don't be
Nah,
fooled.
that's sick.
Don't be fooled, because I have said, and a few people have said this as well, Dhalsim is some of the best corner pressure in the game. Like, do not be fooled by.
Also, some of the most satisfying corner pressure. He's just like all up in your face.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because I said this before, Dhalsim, if you watch how the game is played, everybody has some sort of corner carry or proper screen carry combo. Dhalsim actually doesn't have that. You have to put him in the corner, and then he turns it around. And that's when...
Dude, did you just see, like, he hit that jumping fear so early, but he still managed to get a combo out of that. That is, like, one of the best air normals for sure.
It's what we were saying before about the active frames, the hit stun. At least he gets the light punch. Oh, this is huge. I think he could have got the round, actually.
This was going to be... Just can't get hit by that level 3 now. That would change
EX
everything.
bar risky right now, but he's regaining some of that meter that is really precious for JuicyJoe right now. Ooh, almost died there.
JuicyJoe just wants anything to work. He gets it. That's
it.
That was so good.
Oh, okay, and he found the timing as well. And you notice he's trying to use the OD stalagmites on the way down for JNS. And again, it's very easy to get the level 3 after you hit the stalagmites. It's very easy to get the confirm there. So actually good situational awareness there from JuicyJoe. Gets it with the yoga mat.
Plant me a Dhalsim tree.
It's kind of interesting to watch how JP kind of has to play similarly to how people approach JP, where he's kind of
I think that's easily the most fun thing.
Satisfying
about
part to watch. Yeah. Looks a little like he can get frustrated at times.
I really like how we also just saw JuicyJoe apply some of the similar kind of pressure in the corner where he did the departure and then he was just kind of, you know, in the air suddenly, just like Dhalsim can do. Like, that was really cool. You could definitely see a semblance in the gameplay.
Oh yeah, he can go airborne. It's just he won't last as long. Which I don't think he needs to be up there as long.
Oh, got the jump in, but not. Doesn't connect. This is huge though. If he can burn out JuicyJoe now. JuicyJoe trying to rebuild some bar. Nice, perfect parry. Just uses the crouching heavy punch. Yeah.
Okay, but he still gets the forced knockdown, but that must be hella awkward.
Yeah. I feel like it isn't said enough how effective Dhalsim is at destroying your opponent's drive meter.
Is he gonna be ready? Is he gonna be ready? Oh, he just smashed instead. I mean, why not? And now he's alive. It's just everything just changed like that. He gets the carry conversion though. What was JuicyJoe pressing? That was really nice. Clutch
the
from
tippy
JNS.
toes.
Clutch.
He might have registered the dive kick a bit too late in his mind, so he pressed the jab really late. It could be.
Maybe.
But no, again, like just watching those last few seconds pan out, especially when they're low on dry gauge and low on health, it says a lot about the matchup, to be honest. You can actually tell a couple of matchups how they play when the guys are low on health and drive gauge.
Yoga.
You really know what kind of a person you're playing against when someone is in low HP and low drive gauge.
But I've got to do something.
They show their true colors.
Now observe.
So he's okay. So he's teleporting as the comet's coming down. If the departure happens to be out there, that's interesting. And again, these guys are always like relatively low on drive gauge to force something to happen, and he gets the stun anyway, and he should be able to close this round with one drive rush cancel.
Oh, crucial drop though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big drop. But gets to check on a drive rush anyway.
He's still cooked.
He definitely still cooked.
Oh, what a
nice
jump.
round start jumping. JuicyJoe's feeling it right now.
He's at a
James
couple
actually
of,
first time on the
this
lead right now with a round lead this time.
Ooh, nice fake out.
This is the thing, man. I think as the game develops, you'll see where people can do like parry feints and where they can really catch you out with their grab and whatnot. So it's a
fake Torbalon.
like I've said, right? The mind games in Street Fighter 6 are actually probably some of the best mind games I've seen. Like how how you explain them to people on paper and what the outcome should be. Some of these mind games don't necessarily pan out the way they should in your mind, but the philosophy is there.
Yeah, I also like how people have to constantly pay attention to how much they themselves have drive meter and how much their opponent has drive meter. Once again, a beautiful bait out.
That should be the game.
That should
will
definitely be it.
Oh, they're going to do level 2 instead and then combo into level 1.
Into the level 1? Yeah, please.
Don't even need it.
Oh,
Double P against his own brother. That is crazy.
Wow.
Live on camera? Did we capture this? Is it captured? It's captured. All right, there you go.
I mean, you said double P.
You know, Jammerz, we missed that round.
Damn.
We got the other round,
He
though.
double perfected his brother live on camera with no remorse. That is
And that was after
brotherly love.
JNS. Yeah, that was after JNS was in the lead.
only a sibling could do that to you.
You know? Crazy.
Oh, JNS burned out though. Oh, nice. Preemptive check on the drive rush.
I love
She's
that.
already with a crouching heavy punch anti-air. Puts him in the corner. It's going to be hard to get out.
Definitely. He is stuck
face.
there.
I think that
Yoga flame.
I think that double P invigorated him,
That
and that
was-
combos. Nah.
Dude, he's feeling himself. Nah,
No.
you gotta stop this guy. That was insane.
Okay, I see you. You definitely practiced that. And listen, some people don't really often try to whiff punish Dhalsim's limbs in the game like this. So that's actually really refreshing to see.
Yeah, especially if you play like a spacing zoning character like JP. It's like very refreshing to see this kind of a character utilize those whiff punishes on the limbs.
That's the thing I really like with JuicyJoe on JP though. He has actually really good button placements, not just like because the buttons are good, but because he's also very good at using them, which I think sets him apart from a lot.
Yeah.
Dude,
A lot of JP players.
Button placements in this game, like, and understanding what you can do from them as well, it's a huge ordeal now. So.
Yoga Flame once again into another throw here from JNS. Once, and
baits the
this time
parry.
he baited out with the early light Yoga Flame. That was beautiful. I love the adaptation. The fake outs are getting to the next level here.
Well, this
he
is
did
what
say-
this is what JNS was talking about, where he said like, okay, you can actually use the system and bait things from your opponent. And he said Dhalsim's actually got very good tactics of doing that. So.
Yeah, I like how he said that almost like straight at the beginning. Like he absolutely knows what he's talking about. And he preaches what he, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, misses the throw. 2+.
Practices what he preaches.
2+ are too far away. Going to get burned out now, but does have level 3 ready. Mid screen.
I wouldn't level 3 here, to be honest. Yeah, I wouldn't level 3 here. Like, I think he's got to actually save the bar. He might actually endure this burnout. I know he's full screen, but...
Burnout enjoyer right now.
Burnout enjoyer.
Just change the corner like that. JuicyJoe still on like the chase down.
He was looking for
Finds
that
himself
whiff
in the
punish
corner.
there. He was like, give me anything. I'll take the whole hand.
Oh, nice. He's really close right now.
Well, he needs to get like a never mind because that's almost guaranteed. So against slow projectiles in the game, so like Chun-Li's Kokoken or even Dhalsim's Yoga Fire, that's probably the best two. The Stalagmite's actually one of the best answers against that, especially in a scenario like that where it'll get you the game. Right, like that, see?
Observe for a moment.
Yeah, so he can do that and most likely still recover in time to block at least. So, gets the grab. Gonna chase him down from this grab as well. Yeah, there you go.
For the medium,
Yes,
there you go.
I call it the air shimmy. I don't know if it has a better name. Oh, this is the timing for it. Burnt out now. Yeah, he's just gonna take the burn out. Why
Lights out.
Oh, this is good damage here.
Yeah, this is some really chunky damage. I was just about to say that.
And into the mix, goes for the low. Connects.
I haven't seen that target combo finished since the game launched.
I mean, JP players use it during level 2.
The standard JP players don't use it.
Well, you say standard JP players.
JuicyJoe is too juicy.
I mean,
he's getting too juicy.
Him and his brother did tell us.
Yeah.
They weren't lying.
I feel like the standard JP players will do it just like when there's nothing else on the screen to worry about.
Right.
Yeah, right. They just do it because they don't know any better.
Low mix-up, bro.
But using this kind of a high-level application, yeah, you don't see this very often.
No. Yoga Fire.
Okay.
Pierce.
Interesting trade there, because I don't know if that does the same amount of damage as the OD Yoga Fire. I might have to do some numbers on this matchup again. After watching these two play, there's a couple of things I need to think about when watching this again. Oh, that's going to be huge. He's got level 3.
Doesn't spend it. Oh, no. Wants to be on equal terms for the next round. Gets the air shimmy again.
He doesn't need it, he said.
We're on equal terms, says JNS.
Well, he's 2 games down.
Nice.
And he needs to, there's a lot more resources and mental resources he needs to spend as opposed to what JuicyJoe does. And I like that he stopped himself in his track so he does not get hit by that slide that JuicyJoe's been successful with for a little while.
Already ready for
nice
the
sweep once again.
Oh, the parry this time.
I just love how he bluntly said idiot.
Doesn't even bother to think about the burnout.
Okay.
JNS manages to build a lot back though with those parries there. Crucial, important, dangerous parries, but they worked out. Following the fireball.
I love how he has to respect the fireball with the bounce. Like the fireball is like, come outside, we won't jump you.
He's got his drive gauge back. What's he going to set up? The teleports in. I don't know if I agree with that. I know. Okay. I don't know if
just try to be surprising him.
The teleport is too slow for that now. The guys can see
still has the level 3.
I mean, any spike right now could be level 3 confirm. Oh, yeah. And here's the teleport. That's one throw. What's it gonna be? Misses the meaty. Nothing. Burns himself out.
Chip territory, baby. Mom said it's my turn to do the offense right now.
Ooh, and that's going to be it. Lavushka will close it out only because he spent his super meter. He basically signed your own death warrant. You're allowed to do that. And then your opponent says, thank you, I'll just go for the free stun. Because again, when Dhalsim's...
On a side note, I love how Jammerz says Lavushka. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe I say it wrong.
Ooh, nice chase down.
No. That was not the point. I enjoy it.
Point was, missed the meaty again. JNS, did you see it the last time? Just woke up with the stand light push this time. It was very nice. Maybe he was waiting for the shimmy. Worked out anyway.
But see, you're right. You see what happened there? Now. You see what, like, JNS got put in the corner. Then he got the conversion to side switch. He didn't put JP in the corner himself.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is what I mean by Dhalsim can't corner his opponents. They have to do it for him, and he has to just happy-go-lucky get a turnaround. That's it. That's what I noticed when I watched Dhalsim.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice low.
Nice.
That was sick. He was cooking.
And you, at that point, you know, have you ever tried to hit JP and you think you got him and the amnesia get and you're like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, wait, what happened?
Especially if it's a regular amnesia, because you don't really see the startup like that. You're like, EX, harder to get surprised.
Only a true master.
Okay, he slaps him up. One of the best throw animations in the game. Oh, he tried it again.
Yeah, tries to go for that fake.
You're gonna learn today.
Fake hit. Another. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Slap you silly.
He's still in there again. Nice air throw. He was waiting for that. He must be waiting for that for a little while. Chase him down. Burnout. It's coming.
Oh, gets the whip punish. With crush medium punch. This is a good whip punish, but you know.
Which one?
The Dhalsim crush medium punch is a strong whip punish. It's similar to
Dude,
Geef's,
it's
also a really good button to just throw out
just
in
general,
neutral,
for sure.
because if they do a DI, you can just, cancel it.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I don't think really that Dhalsim loses more to mechanics than others. He has a lot of long-range cancelable buttons, so it's kind of risky to do that.
Even then, you're saying don't lose the mechanics. But what if those buttons got parried instead? It's a different story. They might not lose to DI, but you can definitely parry them. But it's just harder to do. Stand medium punch, stand medium kick. Yeah, and remember the Dhalsim players still use those buttons. They're not cancelable. He's only got like what? 4 special cancelable.
I like how it was just hovering over his head. I'm warning you.
He's looking to stun him. No, he's going to take the round instead. That's going to be it. Full combo. Into the level 3. Oh no, he's going to do level 2. Okay.
He always does this. I love it. Please do the level 1. There you go. Conduct the masterpiece.
Yeah. And to be fair, I can see that being style points over optimization.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can definitely see that.
Like, you see this, brother? This is how you cook.
Oh, man.
Nice. It would be really nice to see JNS bring it back again. He was really close to taking the lead. Wow, the driver
once again, like a fantastic confirmation.
Nice usage of the spike. Oh, not ready for the teleport this time. Tries to check it straight into the float. That's kind of a great way to, to evade the check. Nice, perfect parry. We didn't see the OS drive impact there from JuicyJoe when he got the perfect parry on the flame.
Tried to go for the perfect parry there.
Yep, checking the drive rush there. Almost got clipped with the yoga arch.
Once again, from the top rope, the
Do you know
bouncing
what?
fireball.
He's done that a couple of times now, and I've got to give him props for that.
Yeah.
He's going for a DI where, because obviously you lose dry gauge when you block DI, but he's doing it where the DI consumption will put him in the burnout, and then the wall splat will stun him. He's done that a couple of times now, JNS.
I love how he pushed himself out of the corner there with the EX departure.
Yeah, but he needs to get this round. Oh, the instant. Oh, nice. Nice using the light kick there to have the startup to catch anything that JuicyJoe might attempt.
Nice anti-air. Yeah. But see, and this is
beautiful. Once again,
this
going
is
for
what I was
the
saying,
Oki.
Becky, before. It's that. It's situations like that turn it around. Obviously, the scaling is pretty huge, but it doesn't have to be. Jesus Christ!
Okay, guys, clip it and ship it.
He's got to burn him out after this. He's got to burn him out.
Imagine JNS comes back now.
Yeah, burn him out.
There's no chance. He's feeling himself to high heavens after that.
Yeah.
You had to win the round after doing that. You had to.
Oh, if he just delayed the parry a little bit there, he would get so much meter back. It's an advantage for JNS.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Though.
It's because of the new change. Yes.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the power of feeling yourself.
Oh, but this is definitely JNS right now. Oh, he's trying to get that with punish or counter poke.
Yeah, he was looking for it again.
Yes. Into what though this time? Interesting drive rush. Tries to get the parries going.
You could probably still do a Phantom like he did with the stand fist before.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe.
Ooh, tried to chase down the teleport there.
Didn't get any cancel from that. JuicyJoe up with 1 bar now. Still struggling to stay alive in the driver bar matchup right now. Nice, perfect parry.
Oh, he's done. Yeah, he's done. That's it. That's
Needs to get the level 3 going.
Dude, he got his own get back. He was like, I can do that too.
That should be dead. Oh, no way. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because he just...
You have to win after
went
that.
to the 25%.
Nice.
Okay, it's gonna, yeah.
It's going to be very hard.
Cook this man with a...
Oh, how you got it?
There you go.
That looked rough.
With an open fire.
Do you know what? That unfortunately, that kind
like a
of
rotisserie chicken.
That was kind of a checkmate because if he teleported, well, JNS is waiting at the other end of the teleport with like a back medium punch or something, and the yoga
he
arch.
has the welcome committee.
Well, you don't know if he's going to chase the yoga arch, so that was good for JNS.
He was ready with the red
Gets
carpet.
the conversion, all of it, with punish counter and throw. It's all JNS right now.
Got him
Gets the
again.
counter it too close, I think, to get a conversion going. That was minus.
Again,
Oh,
with
that
the
might have been the
corner
back
pressure.
medium punch.
Nice, gets out of there.
But look at the damage and the corner he just created like that.
Space created.
I love when that happens though. When they spike the or burst the portal after it's been burst.
Yeah.
Oh, nice block. I didn't know what side that was going to be on, to be honest with you. And he's still blocking out here. Still got some dry gauge to work with. No grab from JNS at the moment. So one limb should close it out.
Oh, gets with punish on the limb
hold
there
on.
though. Starts it up.
Hold
Fires
on
off
to
the
that
screen,
thought.
burns himself out. Probably recognizing he might get burned out. Why not just spend it?
Ooh, just one hit.
Just needs one hit. Anything. Just wants it so much.
Dab.
JuicyJoe
Level 2. Level
recognizes.
2.
Dude, the damage is building up right now.
No!
Oh, he
What
is
was
that? No!
No.
Wait!
He didn't want that. Do you know what?
Dude,
I
that
have a
is a
feeling.
heartbreaker.
I could be wrong, but you know when you want to do a drive rush and you just in the moment, you do something else instead?
Yeah, maybe.
That could have been it. That probably could have.
Yeah. Ooh. Answers back with the perfect parry juggle. Set up portal, set up shot. Air to air. Angry.
Oh, nice delay.
You can feel the change in offense right now. Oh, nice
He's
block.
absolutely not demoralized in
attempted
that
block.
moment.
Nice
He
spacing
knows
on
he
the
can get
slide.
the get back.
And here, ready and waiting.
Yeah, he was ready with the red carpet.
Oh,
Do you know if
The
that
crouch
combo,
fierce-
that would have been level 3? If that linked, he
And
would
the
have got
crouch
the level
fear
3.
seems to still work, guys.
I know.
who wants to save you?
I
Definitely.
think
wants to
we've confirmed that it still works as an anti-air.
save. We have.
We had the best scientists at it.
Definitely want to teleport, but had enough time.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he knew which anti he wanted to use, whether it be the yoga lance or the back medium punch. That was unfortunate there. JuicyJoe on set point here. So JNS actually needs to take this game if he wants to play a little bit longer. Gets the grab.
Yeah.
He's got to be careful with the slide though.
He
Still
needs
slid
to
in.
yoga cook up
Takes the
something
throw.
right now.
Yeah, that's right. He delayed it the second time. He wasn't sure if he was going to get parried. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Here. Takes the throw, nice, builds some bar. Oh, baiting the parries just to build. Or drain more of the bar.
That might be the new way to drain the bar, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you can get them in this weird scenario where they think they can parry the phantoms and get around it, then I think that's probably the best way to do it.
Oh, that was so active though. He had to even block it, even though it was
from
behind him.
JNS in this round has been so sick. It's just been walking forward as if he was just playing a character that moves back and forth like that.
Yeah, he's stoically walking himself
so
forward.
sick to see. Is he going to
Unfazed.
be able to get back into
Look
this?
at the movement. It's so good.
Why did he cancel the level 3?
Dude, don't call it a yoga comeback.
Don't drop it. Nice. JNS stays alive, and that round
Dude,
was
that was
memorable. That looked so sick.
Dude.
That entire round was like, wow.
The immovable object.
Yeah.
He's still in there.
The immobile object.
I love it.
Dude, another successful jumping roundhouse into the conversion, straight to the corner here. Let's see if JNS can turn this around. Parries and gets the grab.
Nice, takes the throw.
Dude, I love it. He has a new lease on this set right now.
Well, I don't know about this
Let's
round,
take
to be
another
honest with
one.
you, but...
This round,
New
yeah, this
yoga
round was looking
opportunity
really
of a
hard.
lifetime.
Ooh, I like the pushback on that normal. That's stab medium, I think it was. Yeah, the pushback on that was kind of nuts.
He's using every Dhalsim normal
punish
right
counter.
now.
He just turns it around.
No, that's huge.
Oh, that's gonna be a punish.
huge.
Not
Yeah.
what he wanted.
Yeah, that was a yoga misinput.
All right.
Don't laugh.
All the perfect parry ideas are coming out clutch right now. Spends the EX bar though in the...
Once again, working wonders with that. And the
I love that
meatball, there you
sequence,
go.
by the way. Expensive, but the fact that he got the knockdown into the meaty drill, which was allowed to set up the throw bait, it's brilliant stuff there from JNS.
Yeah, and I can see it's the last game. Don't want to save bar from the round when you potentially might be out of it afterwards.
Dude, that
Spend
departure
it.
was there for an eternity. It never departed.
Chase down. I feel like if the level 3 hit there, it would be so hard for JNS to
Just
come
walking forward menacingly.
Oh, a bit.
Nice yoga trade.
This is gonna be so hard.
Okay, so I
Okay, on both
noticed
sides.
that
Never mind.
I saw this at the Cup a fair bit, where Dhalsim players were ending combos with the heavy Yoga Inferno. I heard it gives a better frame advantage. That's what I heard.
He is tap dancing or tap levitating in his face right now.
Snowfist.
JNS still alive. He just doesn't want to get ended.
It's again a
He
fantastic
refuses.
back meaty punch.
Yeah, you also got to remember as well.
Slips in.
Ooh,
slides into his DMs.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I like that. Just showing that headbutt into the EX yoga
That's
fire.
the game. That's the game.
Yeah.
Unless he drops it. He does not.
Yoga perfect
JNS
KO.
is back.
Oh, okay. 10A.
Beautiful.
Well, these guys
He's
are
making the yoga dream happen.
Yeah, they are going the extra mile. That's what the guys have got to do. This is what we like. First attempts that go straight down to the wire here. And you also have to look at it as well from a case of JuicyJoe struggling to close it out when he had a significant lead in the exhibition. So
Yeah, I mean,
oh, he dashed the wrong way.
Like, yeah,
I saw that. He looked the wrong way.
Ooh, and the bait on the parry.
Slap you silly.
Oh, he just jumps out. It's okay though. Thy will. Yoga flame. It sounds like it, right?
Yeah, it does. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, another perfect.
JNS.
Dude, this momentum that he has right now,
Oh my days.
incredible.
Well, again, all it takes is one lucky jump in, preservation of the super me, and set up something nasty. But perfect parry on the jab, gets a punish counter conversion, is exactly what he needs right now. But if JNS takes this to 9 apiece.
Can he keep Dhalsim in the corner, though?
Here's.
Oh, this is looking fantastic right
that
now.
was good.
Double departure.
Does he want the combo? He wants the combo.
Oh,
Yeah.
but this is kind of okay for JNS because now he has the meter advantage in the next round.
He was like,
Big
can I
meter
take the check,
advantage.
please?
That was nowhere near finished. Still had a couple more.
Once again, set point.
I mean, this is it. To be honest with you, perfect parry's in.
Nice check on the drive rush.
Oh, nice
Fire
throw.
once again slapping you silly.
Oh, we gotta
Gonna set
get
up
to the last
anything.
round. Nice air throw. We haven't seen much of it. We've seen it though. That's the throw.
It's the way that JNS has got JuicyJoe to deal with the dive kick. Now, oh, that was rude.
Oh my
that
God.
was so
It's gonna
sick.
be hard.
Man, this is not feeling very namaste right now.
That
Oh
was,
my days.
Can he burn him out? He's gonna burn him out.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
that's it.
Too much.
That
I don't know
was
if the full
not
combo's
very
gonna do it.
namaste from you.
There's gonna be one sneaky overhead, one grab, something. He's got to deal with this
Wake
departure.
up
That's
level
it.
3. Oh, he gets the back throw.
What? Why'd he do that?
He's still alive. I want to see
Dude,
something.
he's still
so
alive.
good.
The
Oh
yoga
my days.
dream.
Nah, he's
was
chipped.
too-
He's
Oh,
done,
he's gonna
done,
get chipped
done,
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, he's alive again.
He's done. He's done. He's done. Stop
It's
it.
all JNS. Oh, he gets the hit. Let's go.
Wait, he's done
He's
level
cooking.
2.
Let him
Oh,
cook.
he's doing the whole
Let him
thing.
cook.
No, he's doing the whole thing. And then that's it.
How
Level
much
1.
damage?
Level 1.
Dude, let him
He's still
cook.
alive.
What the?
What a round. What a comeback.
Dude,
Oh, my
ladies and
days.
gentlemen,
Let's
namaste.
Go. Is this the first 9-9 we've had in Street Fighter 6?
No. We've had a 10-9 before. We've definitely had a
Okay.
10-9 before. But it's been a
That
while,
was
and I
the
don't think I've seen Dhalsim do it.
clutchest round I've seen in Street Fighter
Dude.
6 so far. That was amazing.
I just want to say at this point, if you don't know who JNS is,
Get
now
to
you
know.
know.
Now you
Now
know.
you
We
know.
definitely do.
Better recognize indeed.
Dude, he's
Okay, that
opened
was
his
actually-
third eye right now.
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's enlightened.
Nah, he's putting
He's-
himself out there.
Yeah.
What was the score when JuicyJoe was on 9? Was it 9-6?
That was 9-5.
9-5.
9-5, okay.
9-5.
But JuicyJoe seems really angry right now. That was a JuicyJoe round. Even has a bar advantage. Is this gonna be it?
All right, gets the knockdown.
That's like the third time he tried it, or second time.
I think
Dude,
that's
the
the first
yoga
time he's
dream.
connected.
Yeah, the other time he's been countered.
Wow.
Oh my days.
If he
Oh, we're gonna
closes
get
that
to the
now,
last round.
after-
Dude, I can't handle
That would
this.
be amazing. This was like
This is too much
that was
yoga
the greatest
pressure on
round.
me.
It was the greatest round. Greatest round I've seen so far in Street Fighter 6. Nice corner pressure from JNS. Gets the teleport, JuicyJoe.
Gets to parry as well.
Okay, drill kick again.
Nice. That escapes the
He
threat of the
refuses
throw
to
there.
go. Oh,
Right.
he's level 2
Okay.
Kenny Bucket.
He held it.
Nice.
No, but
Yeah,
good.
there you
He
go.
sat-
I
you
think
know
that was
what?
actually smart.
Yeah, because he was low on dry gauge anyway, aiming for a throw because he knew his brother was going to try and parry that.
Yeah.
That's probably pretty damn smart.
Ooh, escapes barely the jumping medium kick.
But it's looking really. I mean, it's not. Okay, that
Once
was a nice
again, the air throw. Set point.
A lot of chip is going to
Guys.
come out here.
This might be it. He just jumps over the
slowest jump.
Torbalon.
Oh, he's going to build level 2 again.
Regain the meter though.
Oh, the patience.
No, wait,
There's
buddy!
the-
No!
but he
What you have to do is that medium
Drop
kick!
it.
And then that
Back medium punch.
tries to get the shimmy. Level 2 is done.
JNS.
He's done, he's
Oh
done, he's
no,
done,
this
he's
might
done,
be
he's
it.
done, he's done.
How are you
Yeah,
surviving
it's
if you're
done.
not?
Oh,
Damn.
What a clutch finish.
If I have ever seen the Shadow Realm in a realistic scenario, it was right there. You were never escaping that. At the moment it was put on top of your head, you burn out. That is probably the nastiest situation. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let me see the GGs in the chat because the guy's delivered. He was 9-5 up. His brother almost
Yoga G.
came back. But what he did was he said, let me close it out in that stylistic fashion there. And something that you all know and love when it comes to JP. Level 2 and plotting on top of your head. But that was really fun to see. So again, shout outs to both JNS and JuicyJoe. He was right. He said it was the juiciest of Joes. He done it. It was clutch, but that's exactly what we want on the show. The last game, last round, the 10-9s, and we had good banter with these guys as well. But it only gets better from here. So we're going to take a quick pause for the cause, as Logan Simon would say. When we come back, we're going to talk to these guys about that exhilarating set they had and find out more about what they're thinking about during the games. So we'll see you in about a couple minutes. All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets featuring JuicyJoe and JNS. If you are just joining us, well, unfortunately, you missed out on probably one of the greatest sets we'll have on the show for this version of the game, at least anyway. It went down to the wire. You can see the scoreline next to me, to my left, and probably to your right. But yes, it was a good time, but now I have to find out. Right, JuicyJoe, JNS, can you guys hear me once again, loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, so JuicyJoe, congratulations on winning that set. You almost gave it away. You almost gave it away.
It was scary, man.
Well, we're gonna get into the specifics as to why it's a bit scary. So we did hear before that this was one of the not more awkward matchups for JP, but he definitely plays out of character. You got to play a little bit different. Are there any specific numbers on this? Is this like a 5-5? Is this like a favorable one for JP, but you just have to implement a different game plan? You mind talking me through that a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's a very slight advantage to JP, maybe. But you can see at the start of the round, Dhalsim gets to control how the match goes, I feel like. Because we start off where Dhalsim is good, and it's like his perfect range.
Yeah.
The only thing I could really do is like jump on him or perfect parry his limbs.
Okay.
So yeah.
No, that's really interesting. So then let me transition it over to JNS real quick. So the one thing people have been saying for months about this match in particular is this like, oh, Dhalsim does good against JP because he can float over his entire toolkit. And one of my counter arguments to that was, yes, it's true, but you don't do any damage from up top. Eventually you have to stay on the ground and then inflict your damage down there. How vital is it floating over all of JP's toolkit, knowing that it's just not going to hit you for a certain period of time?
Yeah, so I think at the start of the game, the floating was really effective against JP.
Yeah.
But as players got better, and especially JuicyJoe with all the matchup knowledge, I almost always doesn't get anything from it, or I get
not much
spiked,
okay,
or damaged. But I also think you have to use the float. You can't just stand because you want to put the float in the JP's mental stack.
Ah, okay. Just to have it to consider, not get too reliant on how good the toolset is on the ground. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would use the float when you needed to get out of a dangerous situation, recover some drive gauge back, or if you have like a life lead, because you know that JP is going to have to try and do something, and you can hover over the tools a little bit until you can make your plan of attack, whether it be a teleport, a jumping hard punch, or an air fireball or something. It looked like that. It looks frustrating to deal with as a JP player. I'm not going to lie, but I don't pity JP players in a scenario like that, to be honest with you. So that's just me. Right, now, the other thing... Oh, do you want to say something before I ask my next question? Or?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's a really good tool, but JP has so much damage from that far of the screen if he hits me with the EX spike into like CA. So that's why it becomes like a bad risk to reward.
Ah, okay. So it becomes skewed in JP's favor instead of Dhalsim's favor.
Often, yeah.
Okay, no, fair. Right, now the other thing I wanted to ask you, this is an observation I've had for Dhalsim for a little while, so I might need your opinion on this one, JNS. Is it easy for Dhalsim to corner his opponents, or do they have to do the work for him and he takes advantage of that?
So if it's important for Dhalsim to corner...
Right, let me give an example, right? So Ken's got a nice screen carry combo, Rashid's got a nice screen carry combo, even Ryu's got one. I don't notice Dhalsim taking his opponents to the corner easily. It's kind of, they have to put him in the corner and then he has to switch things around in his favor. So therefore they're doing half the work for him. So I wanted to know how much of, how vital it is for Dhalsim to gain corner control in a lot of his matchups. Is that a huge thing or is it not?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dhalsim has a really good offensive potential in the corner.
Yes.
He has a lot of different mix-ups and his throw game is really good in the corner. But also he has that perfect range in neutral, mid-screen, whenever. So it's not that big of a deal, like for some characters, I don't think. But you definitely want to put them there eventually.
Okay, well, I mean, because most people lose in the corner in Street Fighter 6. That's just a common thing in this game. You just lose in the corner because of how fast and how crazy things can go. Let me ask you this, JuicyJoe, then, because at the start, Veggey observed something very interesting. It was how you were using JP's sweep against Dhalsim's slide. Is that something? Is that something you've worked on? That looks like something you've worked on.
Yeah, a lot of Dhalsim players, when we are far away, will drive rush to the sweep, the slide, I mean. And my buttons often trade if I try to do like a crouching medium punch or standing heavy kick. I will almost always trade. So I found out that the sweep is the best way to deal with the slide.
Okay, and then does that have very little risk with it as well? Because it looked like you weren't being punished for it if it didn't work out. Is that right
exactly? Yeah, so he has a very hard time to punish it. I think the only thing he can do is like drive rush and do drive impact there in the same timing.
Okay.
I feel like
and at that point, that's like a real like hard read, because at that point it's like no one's okay. Yeah. Do you really want to do that? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, I've been using my sweep against the slide a lot. Okay. I think a lot of the anti-Dhalsim tech you had or showcased in this set alone there's one or two things I don't think I've ever seen before. The sweep being one of them. What was the other thing you did? You whiff punished something with stand fierce. You got full conversion from it. I don't think I'd seen that either. I think
that was Dhalsim's the heavy punch from far.
He did the stand fierce into the ghost, I think it was.
Yeah, and he did that.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what happened exactly.
Stand heavy punch.
Yeah, there's
to ghost, and then I get full conversion. Yeah, it's really nice.
Well, I can see that. That looked really nice. But it's something I'm not used to seeing, because a lot of people either try to, and JNS mentioned this before, because of how frustrated they are with Dhalsim, they tend to try and jump over the limbs. They tend to try and DI, or even people play within the limb range and try to perfect parry. I think you showed a nice variety of answers from everywhere on the screen. And I think this is one of the things you can carry on into this matchup until like whenever it becomes obsolete, which I highly doubt will be obsolete, because of how much matchup knowledge you and JNS have in this matchup together, which is actually really cool to see. Veggey, have you got anything you wanted to ask?
No, I was just like, off the top of my mind, is it like JNS, when you play other JPs, do you generally have control, since you have such experience from high level practice with JuicyJoe, or does it just become a completely different game when you play against like any other JP?
Yeah, it's my best matchup for sure, if I want to gain MR. Right.
Now, I love the honesty. He said this is where I want to collect MR as JP players.
No, but I have gotten so much experience from playing Juicy, and a lot of tech that he has that makes it harder. The other JPs doesn't have, so it becomes quite easy actually.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I think that's also interesting to think about. Like, imagine if you could have as much practice with all the characters in the cast.
Yeah,
imagine what you could
I often think about that.
Yeah, we have talked about that, me and Juicy. Like, if I were to pick up other characters and you play them for as much as this matchup, like how good you would be for every character in the game.
Okay, so then let me ask you both this, because you guys have invested a lot of time into this game already. Now, the matchup knowledge you have in this matchup is unbelievable. It's actually great to see.
It's amazing.
Do you not think we have like capable players who use each character in Europe. I'm pretty sure. So, for example, you can find the Guile and just like play the matchup continuously. I'm pretty sure we don't run out of Ken players. There's plenty of Ken players. You can add the matchup. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Lukes. What character would you say is the one where, if you could like play as much as you play this matchup particularly, is there a particular character you want to do that against? Maybe like a Lily, a Manon maybe, or maybe a Rashid, like as JuicyJoe mentioned before?
Yeah.
Is it those characters where we're lacking in Europe? I'll go for it, please.
Rashid for sure, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I really think the only character nobody plays in Europe is basically Rashid.
Interesting. So then, before you continue on your point, I like asking this question. Why do you think Europe does not gravitate towards Rashid? Is there anything that you might not have gotten an answer out of the players, JuicyJoe, but is there anything you've picked up on about European playstyles? You play like a Rashid player, but you don't play Rashid. It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, some of the guys actually play like Rashid mains, but nobody actually mains him.
I play him because like I've got no one else to really play, but I'm not on you guys' level. I know a couple of the top players have actually dabbled with Rashid. I know Killsy has played him. PropNex has tried him out. I can't remember who else has played him as well. But I've noticed this. I don't know if you guys how much of Street Fighter 5 you watched, but just to give you guys a short summary, in Street Fighter 5 for the entirety of the game's lifespan, we didn't have a dedicated Rashid main either. And I've spoken to some of the guys, and we think Europe are going to make the same mistake again where no one's going to pick Rashid. I always wonder why
it feels like that.
I've always wondered why do we not play Rashid? I don't know if it's the aesthetic of the character. It's definitely not the mechanics. I can assure you, it's not the mechanics. I might have to do a questionnaire and say, why don't people play Rashid? I'm actually curious to know, because it's a character. Do you think that's our biggest concern? Do you think that's our biggest concern, JuicyJoe?
What did you say?
Is that our biggest concern in terms of, is that the character where it's like, right, we can get anyone else? Like, we've got more Lily players than Rashid players, for heaven's sake. So it's like, is this the one character where we need more of them?
Yeah. One Rashid. Somebody has to play Rashid.
All right, now I like asking this follow-up question. Have you considered picking him up?
No.
You're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem.
I actually played him for a couple of weeks.
But then, all right,
the cycle continues.
So why did you stop playing him? You're about to answer your own question.
Yeah.
Dug your own grave.
Please tell me, enlighten me. Why did you stop playing him?
I thought the neutral in the beginning and like how to even play the character in neutral was really awkward. And also I played him against the users JP 50 games.
Didn't feel fun?
No. No. Trying to whiff punish JP with that character. I played him all wrong. I played him like a shooter, but yeah. But seeing the potential now with Gatchikun and all these amazing Rashid players, I think the character looks amazing and awesome to play.
Okay.
For sure.
No, I like it. It turned into a therapy session as to why no one plays Rashid. It's brilliant.
I wonder if it has something to do with the amount of set play stuff.
No, because like his safe jumps are very specific. They're not like easy to do. Like if just from first-hand experience, his safe jumps, they're very specific on how you set them up, but they're all in the corner. That's fine. I can understand people not liking his buttons. They are a bit awkward to work with, especially compared to what everybody else is doing and how they're flinging out buttons. That can be a little bit annoying. The level 2, as powerful as it can be, I can't believe I'm defending this. As powerful as the level 2 can be, to maximize it, you need to understand how to trick the opponent into thinking they can parry the level 2, and you have to set it up near the corner to get the maximum effect out of it. So Rashid's toolset takes a while to unpack, and I don't know if people want to invest that time in unpacking Rashid, especially, and JNS alluded to it, he said, this just feels awkward. Like, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, the fireball is not a traditional fireball. He's got an anti-air where he gets hit on the head half the time and the anti-air actually works. It can be a bit annoying. But he is fun when you get it to work. But people did say in the past, it takes 1 or 2 people with the character to go, oh, okay, I can't find it, but if they can show me, we're going to have the same problem with Ed. We are going to have the same, we're going to have the same issue with Ed, right? It's going to take 1 or 2 people to go, right, here's what the character should be doing in this game. And you go, okay, I'll play Ed now. Because it's hard to figure out. Like JP is actually the best example of this. Let me use JP instead. When the game came out, you had time because the game just came out. So you wouldn't say, I don't know what this character does because he's brand new to Street Fighter. This is a brand new system and no one's quite got it yet. But I do think JP was the fastest character to be optimized. And even in that regard, we had a lot of blueprints working towards that. So even if you didn't play JP, there was plenty of JPs out there to pick up and find out how to play it. It wasn't as... Like, there's a complex tool system with JP.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong, JP's complex in his own right, but it wasn't as difficult as Rashid, and it wasn't as confusing as Ed. Because Ed's different. No. Ed is completely different to what he was in 5. JP, we have no preconceived notions. So there's no history with the character, which makes it... Does that make sense? I just waffled on. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But essentially, that's what can happen with these kind of characters. So, I mean, maybe later down the line, we'll see it with some more. But I like the direction that a lot of these characters are going in, by the way.
I have a question, by the way.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Ed works out.
Yes.
And I mean, I think that's kind of true for all DLC characters like Aki, Rashid, and Ed. All are very complex and they take time to master.
Have you guys noticed as well about all the DLC characters? They've got some sort of command dash where they don't have to drive rush. Have you all noticed that?
Yeah. It's true.
Rashid's got a run, Ed's got a command dash, Aki's got a command dash so they can preserve their dry gauge and use it somewhere else. It's very interesting the direction they're taking these characters in. So no, like the future's promising for this game. But sorry, Olvaha, you wanted to ask something? Sorry.
Yeah, actually, I had a question which is not really necessarily only game related. I wanted to ask you because you have a unique relationship as your siblings. Do you like really get angry at each other when you play? And do you think that you being siblings it plays a part in it? Because I know I get mad at my siblings.
That's just brotherly.
I mean, like sure you can get frustrated at losing too much, but having Juicy at my house is the best time of everything. Like
feels good.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just so fun to be so close with your brother and have the same interest. Like yeah, we can play for how long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I get that because I have an older brother and he doesn't play fighting games, so I'm jealous of any like brothers that play these games together because I'm like, my brother can't even flash kick, and it's like we can't even like this is going to be a long day if I'm trying to get him to help me with something.
It's like I remember.
Oh, talk to me. Yeah,
I remember back in Street Fighter 4. In Street Fighter 4 when we played, and I always lost like 6 years straight.
Damn.
And the one time I win, that's when it can get a little frustrating. And
yeah, so Juicy is the one getting frustrated when I win a first to 10 line.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the way it is now, I think.
That's good.
No, honestly, the relationship you two have and the level you're playing at, like, please, you don't need me to tell you this, but cherish it, because there's so many people, I think, that they would love your scenario right now, where you can just ring up your brother and say, right, let's get this first to 10 over and done with. And it's like, let's just play, let's just learn, let's just talk about it as well. And you two in the fighting game community as well, the Swedish community or even the community at large, that's a very big plus to have, because again, you two are playing very frustrating characters, and some people can't even ring up their homeboys saying let's play this. You two actually have something that a lot of people cannot have. So no, that's really good. I like that stuff regarding this. Right, Veggey, you got anything else you want to ask them before I run through these questions I want to ask these guys?
I think you're just going to continue running through the questions.
Cool. All right, so gentlemen, I like to ask our guests their experience with Street Fighter 6. Now you've said it's fun, but we'll start with JuicyJoe. Your online experience with the game.
Yep.
Have you enjoyed it? Every time you turn this game on, has it just been like fun? You've been learning, online's great, so on and so forth. Have you just had a pleasant experience playing this game?
Yeah, actually, it's been really good because the connection is so amazing in this game compared to a lot of other games. But yeah, I would say, and also like a lot of the top players is very like welcoming to play with me. So I'm very happy for that. So we can get the matchup knowledge and the high level play. So yeah, it's almost the best thing in the world, putting this game on.
No, okay, no, I like that because I know you practice with, or you did practice. I don't know if Phenom's still like actively playing, but I know you practice
I
with
play with Phenom very much.
Bit. Don't worry, I've received the Phenom treatment as well. He invites you every day, and you go back and forth in one particular matchup. Don't worry, I've received the Phenom treatment as well. It's just in a different game, but
yeah, that's amazing.
Did that help you a lot to become a better player and understand things at high level?
Yeah, playing with Phenom this much as I have has helped me very much, I think. Especially like a character like Ken that a lot of people play, to have that good of a player with that matchup helps so much.
No, that's good.
And I'm so happy.
No, that's good. Listen, whenever a top player invites you guys to lobby, just play them. Don't care about the outcome. Just go and play them. Trust me, you'll learn a lot more in 5 minutes than you would in 50 matches in rank. Listen, just take the advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take the advice. JNS, what about you? Your experience when you turn on the game, is it overall positive for you? Every time you kind of turn it on, you learn something new? Like you have a good time with the online tournaments and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, I think the games online is the best ever in a fighting game. Couldn't be happier with what Street Fighter 6 brings to the table. But then, I mean, you can have some ranked days that are frustrating. You log on the game and you don't react, but that's more a me problem, not a game problem.
Oh, listen, that happens to all of us. I'm sure you guys have felt this, or you've spoken about it amongst yourselves with other people. Sometimes you just play Street Fighter 6, you lose, and you don't know why.
Yeah.
You did nothing wrong. And you just lost. That's it. And I'm pretty sure all of you have had those days where you just tap the parry button and everything gets perfect parry. Well, I didn't practice this at all, but it just happens to work today.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the magic of the game.
And you know what? I don't know about you guys, but to me, that can be a little bit annoying because it's like, I didn't even like practice that because you'd think there's things you have to practice.
The perfect parries.
He's literally about to say it. It's like there's just times where you just press it, it works, and other times you practice it, it just doesn't work, and it's like, what? I don't know what's going on.
The only thing it's like reliable for is the projectiles. Those are like you react or like you time it well, but the buttons is just almost random. I feel like.
Okay. Would you prefer that element of surprise though? Like it's like, okay, I might get the perfect parry here, or I can still parry, and then because remember when you go for a perfect parry, you are risking losing 20% of your health for your throw. So, do you want a little bit more?
True.
Do you want a clearer indication that it's going to be a perfect parry, or I don't know, because it's a very strict window, so that might be an awkward question to ask. I don't know. I'm actually not sure how to phrase that because it's like one day it works and the next day it doesn't.
I mean, I think it works too good. The game at a really high level gets... I don't think it would be good for the game if it worked too much.
Okay, but then let me ask you this. Then. Sorry to cut you off there. Let me ask you this because I like asking this question as well. Do you think it's the frequency of how often you see parry that might be a little bit scary for players to handle? Because again, I'll tell you this. Perfect parry saves you just as much as it annoys you. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but is that because of the frequency, or is it something else that I'm not quite seeing? JNS, I'll ask you.
I mean, it's the way it, as you said, it's the way it can save you and the way it can make you lose the game. Because a perfect, let's say you have all the offense, you get the HP bar down to 40%. You have low drive gauge, your opponent has almost full. He perfect parries you and throws you into the corner.
Yeah, into the corner then.
And then I'm burnt out in the corner. So all the job I did will now be for nothing. If I'm playing Dhalsim and I have 0 burst because I can't do much, you know.
No, I get that. I guess that is definitely a common thing I've heard with the players. JuicyJoe, do you feel somewhat similar, or is there another angle you have?
Yeah, I feel basically the same, but one thing that I feel like maybe should be considered is the parry is 2 frame right now, right?
Yeah, that's for the, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe 1 frame would be good.
What?
Yeah,
to make the gap.
I think so.
You would make it even stricter. Wow.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that affect what you were talking about with the fireballs as well?
That's very good for JP too.
Well,
yeah, that's very good for JP because it would be harder to parry him.
Well, he's a character that needs to be parried. Then if you notice, everyone else is struggling out here.
No wonder I keep losing.
Perfect parry with a 1 frame window. I don't know. Do you know what? I'd feel inclined to agree with you if I saw it. Like if I already seen it. Because I haven't seen it in play yet, I don't know how that would pan out. So I don't know.
I think it would be a little bit more hype also when you do it.
Okay.
It makes it harder to execute. And
I'm glad you brought that up.
Really see.
Because I actually spoke to a few people about this before. And this goes back to what I was talking about with JNS with the frequency of the parry. Because we see it so often, sometimes people lose track of what a good parry is over a bad one. And I'm pretty sure you guys have done good parries and you've seen good parries. You're like, whoa, okay, if he didn't perfect parry here, he would have been burnt out or he would have lost the game. But sometimes that gets overshadowed by how frequent you can do it. And like I said, parry can save you just as much as it can annoy you, which is it's a very interesting mechanic when you put it down, or when you put it like that. I'm gonna note that one down. I might ask more people about that. If you make parry 1 frame window,
I do think that it might make it too inconsistent for you when you try to do something. Like you want your game plan to be consistent. Like if your defensive choice is, I think, is gonna do a button, and you time it, you will get a perfect parry most of the time, right? If it's on wake up, unless they purposefully delay. But if it's 1 frame, that I think it will be kind of random if you ever got it. Right now, I feel like when you're on defense and you're blocking, you're waking up, the opponent can decide to delay the button a bit, and then you won't get the perfect parry. And you can read that because it is 2 frames, so you have an opening. But if it was 1 frame, you wouldn't even. I feel like the perfect parry would just be by chance then.
But then that would encourage you to use the other defensive options. So remember, there's not just one defensive option in the game now. There's backdash, there's reversal if you have one. Not everyone has one. And then there's other options. So I get your argument, but I'm not going to completely disregard JuicyJoe's suggestion. It's just that I'd need to see it be played out.
Because for sure.
What if
I
it
don't
was
think
different
anyone
window
can say
of
that
light,
before
medium,
they
and
can
heavy?
see that.
But isn't the window different?
And also for projectile, it maybe could be 2 frame, and normals 1 maybe.
Oh, okay. That's where it gets a little bit tricky adjusting the game. When you trade, because remember because they'd want this to work in. okay, they want it to be as close to universal as possible instead of it being specific. I mean, maybe later down the line, maybe you could be very, very specific as to, right, normals have a 1-frame parry window if you want the perfect parry, projectiles have the 2-frame parry and whatever. But I think they want it to be as close as universal as much as the system can be as possible. But that's just my theory. I could be completely wrong, but that's just me. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, listen, we could talk about this all day because I like you guys' opinions and answers. Yeah. Right, I've got one more question I want to ask you guys before we have to let you go. Veggey or Olvaha, do you have any other questions before I hit them with this last question?
Finish them.
Yeah, I think you can go.
All right, gentlemen, out of, well, Akuma's not out yet, and I'm pretty sure you're looking forward to Akuma. From the 3 DLC characters we've had so far, Rashid, Aki, and Ed, which one do you think which one's your favorite one in terms of like watching them, I should say? JuicyJoe, you first.
Yeah, I think it's hard for Ed to say right now, but I've played him quite much, and I really like how Ed looks and is designed. So I'm gonna go with Ed.
Okay.
I like him very much.
JNS, what about you? Which character from the DLC roster has like you've enjoyed watching so far?
Yeah, I think Ed as well. He's just fun to watch. He has a lot going for him, and yeah, a really cool character.
All right, so then let me ask you this one follow-up question before we let you guys with the last words. Do you think Capcom should continue following this design direction with these characters, or do you think they should simplify them a little bit? What do you think? JuicyJoe, you first.
No, I wouldn't simplify any character, because if you really love the character, you want them to be as complex as possible, I feel like, because then you can just spend half a year and just learn new stuff every day and get better with character.
Okay, I like that answer. I like that. JNS, what about you? Do you think they should simplify characters, or they should go back to, or stick to what they're doing now? Because it looks like they're doing a really good job.
Yeah. I agree 100% with UCO. I think that making complex characters is what really makes you love the character and live the character. So yeah, keep doing what Capcom is doing.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Positive responses all round. It's been beautiful. But yes, gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you both. Richard, can we get their social media accounts on the screen right now? Make sure you follow these two on their Twitter accounts. I'm sure JuicyJoe will tell you how amazing JP still is, and he'll show you all the hidden stuff that they haven't taken out of the game yet. And I'm sure JNS will tell you what you should be doing with Dhalsim. And I'm very surprised. Who didn't put DJ in their top 5? Was it JuicyJoe? It was JuicyJoe, wasn't it? Someone didn't put DJ in their top 5.
I think both.
Oh, it's both of you. Right. You can both ask them why they don't think DJ is the top 5 characters. It's absolutely insane. That was crazy. They had me up until that part. But, right. Gentlemen, this is where we leave you guys with last words. Anyone you want to thank? Anyone want to shout out? JuicyJoe, you first.
Yeah, I would like to shout out Capcom for making an amazing game, and a game you want to play every day. And yeah, that's about it, I think.
Damn, that was your one chance to ask.
Shout out to all the viewers and Jammerz and all the guys here for having us.
No worries.
So we can have this experience. It's very nice.
That was your one chance to ask to change Luke, and you didn't take it. All right, it was fine. Right, JNS, what about you? Your turn.
Yeah, shout out to Capcom for giving us this opportunity to play. And also shout out to Svudo, the third brother, who also plays Street Fighter.
Oh, right,
yeah,
there's another one of you. I didn't know that. Damn, all right.
It's Svudo, the Swedish Fudo.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Right, so we need to keep that in mind. All right, do you know what? One last question before I let you two go. JuicyJoe, are you planning to travel this year for competitive play?
Yes, I'm gonna travel a lot more this year.
Ooh.
To every European tournament, I think.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Starting with Hessian Crash. Yeah.
I'll hold you to that. That's good. That's good. JNS, what about you? I know you mentioned something about work. Are you gonna try and travel a little bit?
Yeah, I will try to travel when when I have the time, I really want to travel more than I did last season.
Put it on a sticky note. Put it on the whiteboard at home. Put it on one of your goals. But yes, I'm going to hold you both to this. If I don't see you traveling to these events, I'm a bit upset. But hey, listen, I'm a big fan of watching you both play. I'm sure the guys here are a big fan of watching you. I'm pretty sure the production team have become fans of you both after that performance you gave us. So you've got 2 more fans on board. That's good to hear. But yes, gentlemen.
That's nice.
Listen, having a new fan is always nice. Right, gentlemen, when you are ready, you can leave the Discord call because we do have a show to close out. And I'll drop you guys a message once again later thanking you for joining us on this show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Perfect.
Thanks.
All right, guys,
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Thanks for coming.
Right, shout out to you, Veggey, for bringing on
to you.
Recommending the JuicyJoe, getting him on again.
Yeah, that was a really good set.
We've been a fan of JuicyJoe's for a while, and then obviously JNS. I had no idea he was JuicyJoe's brother, and then Veggey actually put me on JNS. So I've been watching him for a little while. So it's actually I like the perspectives and again the attitudes towards the game. And do you know what it is? I think it's been a little while. People are playing the game, but they play it for different reasons. The particular character, the competitive side of things, so on and so forth. Those two are like, no, I just have fun.
A million reasons, really.
Well, we can think of a million reasons, which they're going to come back for season 2, by the way. But it's definitely a thing where they generally have a lot of fun playing the game, and that will trump over a lot of things, regardless. And do you know what? I think the 1 frame parry window might stick in my mind a little bit. I just need to. I don't know if they've ever experimented with that or they would try and do that, but I'd need to see that panned out because again, I do think the frequency of parry is what's annoying a lot of people. But then if you made it stricter, are we going to Veggey's point? Does it make it more inconsistent, or will it actually change the dynamic of how people think about using parry? So I don't think it's to me. I don't think it's too far fetched. That's just me though. So, and then he ruined his argument by saying it would help JP. He ruined his argument by saying
it would help JP a lot. It's already kind of hard to get those perfect parries going. I think on defense, it's a place where I really like perfect parry because it gives everyone a chance to escape, take the throw or jump out or backdash if you think it's the throw, and try to get a perfect parry if you think it's going to be a strike. So in this regard, this area, I really like perfect parry because you never feel hopeless on defense.
No, I can. You only feel hopeless if you try 3 defensive decisions. They all go wrong. That's
but it's kind of on you anyway. But yeah, I feel like it's more like in neutral where I can understand like when you just get like a minus move that's out of throw range into parry. That can be more frustrating to me. But just on wake up by itself, that's an area where I really like perfect parry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
same.
Fair. But hey, listen, that set was super enjoyable. Make sure you check out the archives, man. You're not going to be disappointed with this one, especially in a matchup where that makes JP play out of character. And hey, they're both of them enjoy it, and they have a wealth of experience in that matchup.
That was
so we definitely cannot disagree with that there. So once again, shout out to JuicyJoe and JNS. So yeah, listen, they said they're going to travel. I'm going to hold it to them. Just keep an eye on those names, especially in the Nordic Baltic region there.
Sure.
When the tournament season kicks back up again. Right, we have a couple of things to roll through. Do we have the Akuma thing we can play in the background? Can we do that? Or have we got something else to show? Because I know there's 1 or 2 things we do have to show. But we do have... there you go. So they did release some concept art of Goki. They announced him at the start of the new year, and they said he's going to be released in spring 2024. He will be available. If you do have the deluxe edition or the ultimate edition of the game, he will unlock whenever they want to release that. Now, I saw this funny picture online where somebody drew SF4 Akuma, SF5 Akuma, SF6 Akuma, and then they said Akuma in SF10, and he just kept getting more hair. And I was just like, this is funny. I like this design.
It looks so good.
I am looking forward to seeing what the color scheme will be for this. I reckon just because of what they've done to Rashid, Chun-Li, Ryu, and Ken, I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Akuma a nostalgic costume in this one.
You know what I like about this design?
Talk to me.
I like how they're leaning towards the kind of animalistic or unnatural nature of this character, especially how like his musculature is built.
Yeah,
you can definitely see that in the forearms and the way he's kind of holding himself. It's like he has very much leans into something like a great gorilla or something. Like he has these animalistic nature to his design.
What are you trying to say?
Like,
are you trying to say he's going to be completely aggro when he comes out? Are we
I
in for a
don't
rude
know.
awakening?
I would assume so, but I love it because it definitely makes him stand out compared to like Ryu or Ken or other Shoto characters. And I think that's always been really cool.
Well, I think one thing, the aesthetic side of Shotos, they've been able to distinct them better over the years. But I think one issue Capcom had before, which they nailed it on the head in Street Fighter 5, was they made the Shotos all different from one another. They followed that archetype, but you could tell that Ken and Ryu were not the same. Akuma was above them from how he works, and then obviously there was Luke, there was Sakura as well, so you could tell the differences, and they're getting better at making those clear distinctions. So now I'm looking forward to him. Especially the modern Akumas. That will be
everyone is going to main this guy. I'm just gonna say this right now, everyone's gonna main this guy.
Do you know what will be interesting? Right, and
yeah.
do you know what? This is where I will really pay attention. Those character usage monthly charts. That's when
Dude, I cannot wait for that when Akuma is released. He's gonna top the charts.
Some people will come back.
Akuma is such a cool character design. He looks so
like
good.
he never gets old. Like he's one of those guilty pleasures, you know. It's like I just enjoy this character through and through so much.
Well, all I'm gonna do is wait in that gameplay trailer waiting room. We'll see what happens. If they showed him yesterday, what? Maybe a month and a half, they'll release some gameplay footage or something like that. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Right, we do have something else we have to show you as well. Yes, so don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, all the players in the cage have been announced. There was 14 players that were invited, and there is going to be 2 tournaments to determine the last 2 spots. There will be a traditional LCQ with 256 players that head on over to New York that are going to play in the tournament, and the winner will be the 15th person or 16th person invited. And there is another tournament alongside that, which is an 8-man invitational. These are players who qualify from various different parts of the world: UK, France, Italy. I can't remember the 4th one, but there are 4 US players that are going to be in this bracket as well, which will make a total of 8 players, and whoever wins that will be put in the cage as well. All the talent has been announced for the show. The players have been announced for the show. Stick around. It's going to be on Red Bull's Twitch channel. It's going to be on the Red Bull Gaming YouTube channel. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be fantastic. Angry Bird will not be there, just to make sure, because he was having some health complications. So he got replaced, I think, with Lashar. I can't remember who it was, but there's a nice variety. From our backyard, or my backyard, the UK, Broski will be there, representing with the Aki. That'll be good to see. So yeah, don't miss out on Red Bull Kumite New York happening this weekend. And then, of course, we're bringing back our monthlies. We're bringing back our local tournaments. We had a bracket reset that happened on the 3rd of March. Yes, Sunday the 3rd of March. We were there. We were having a good time pressing some buttons. But now, WSO is coming back with Street Fighter 6 on Saturday the 30th of March, so at the end of the month. It will be happening in the Red Bull Gaming Sphere. It will be hosted and streamed on twitch.tv/ReversalGG. Make sure you follow ReversalGG, WSO Logan, and you'll get more details on that. I think the Start GG page is already up, but this is what's going to be happening at the end of the month. So if you find yourself in London on the 30th of March or that week, maybe you want to come on down and play some Street Fighter 6 and get to see more of the local scene. But yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for that one there.
I would love that.
Now, no, I believe that was it. Okay. Okay, apparently there was something else I was going to show you, but we can't show you, so we might show you next week. So, other than that, we're good to be back on the airways. Because the competitive season has basically died down, congratulations to Uma, by the way, for winning $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Big congrats.
Yeah, we didn't get to... Me and Veggey were there,
amazing.
and I'm pretty sure, Olvaha, you watched as much as you possibly could, because you were 10 hours... I think you
that was the finals, the grand finals. I think they were at like 7 a.m. or something. So I was just waking up actually, and I catched the grand finals. So I was pretty happy about that actually, because obviously sometimes the time zones can be a very finicky thing. Obviously, you don't want to kind of ruin your next day just because of the viewership experience. So there's like, it's a double-edged sword in that sense, but I was very happy. I woke up, made some coffee. I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this.
No, that's good. Always waking up to some high-level Street Fighter. That's brilliant. But yes, we will try to be back on the airways. We're going to change our day again, so we're not going to be on Mondays. I believe we're going to be on Tuesdays now, so it's going back to sets the Tuesday show. We'll try and set up something for next week. Like we said, the competitive season has died down, so we'll basically be up and live as much as we possibly can until further notice, of course. Other than that, keep on trucking, still keep playing Street Fighter 6 and have a good time. And then, hey, we'll keep enjoying and we'll wait for Akuma while we enjoy some Eds. Until then, we'll see you next time. And hey, enjoy the Red Bull Kumite this weekend. So see you soon and take care.
Y'all already know. You know what time it is. I belong in the top spot, #1. Hope you ready for the fight. Reign supreme. Put 'em up, let's go. #1. Yeah. I've been landlocked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spin mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession. Once there ain't no one zone, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gon' pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you could call me the greatest of all time. Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never before this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, I belong in the #1 spot. I always kept the business, nothing personal. When y'all ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Throw me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they hit me down, fight it through the pain when I'm in the zone. I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch. Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking. Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm #1 cause I don't stop. Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes. I don't act tough to the test, so let them fold ya. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game, y'all remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I belong in the #1 spot. Y'all already know. You know what time it is. I belong in the top spot, #1. Hope you ready for the fight. Reign supreme. Put 'em up, let's go. #1. Yeah. I've been landlocked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spin mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession. Once there ain't no one zone, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gon' pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you could call me the greatest of all time. Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never before this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, I belong in the #1 spot. I always kept the business, nothing personal. personal when y'all ain't see nothing. I just barely scratch the surface. Roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they had me deal, fighting through the pain when I'm in the zone.
I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch.
Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop.
Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes.
I don't act tough till the tussle let them fold ya.
Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, I'm ahead of the game, y'all remember my name. Non-stop, you ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I belong in the number one spot. Yeah,
Y'all already know
you know what time it is.
I belong in the top spot, number one.
Hope you ready for the fight.
Reign supreme.
Put 'em up, let's go.
Number one, yeah. I've been laying locked, training for this moment my whole life. Cold nights, in the rainy days, hope I get mine. Spin mine for the accolades in the empire. I need that title in my possession.
Once
There ain't no
again, it's
others.
on, it's my time to shine bright. And if you try to stop me, then you're gon' pay the price. All them late nights finally paid nights. Awaken my dreams, but you could call me the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I'm focused. You know how bad I want this. I'm giving it my all. Never before this moment is golden. I control it. All eyes on me. I see I'm watching. Once I'm locked in, ain't no way that I'm stopping. Clocked in. It's time to put in work. Go berserk. I'm in my zone until I'm first. Believe me when I say nobody can see me. This a product of hustle. I just make it look easy. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. I'm ahead of the game. Y'all remember my name. Non-stop. You ready or not? When it's all said and done, I'ma be on the top. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Yeah, I belong in the number one spot.
I always kept the business, nothing personal. When y'all ain't see nothing, I just barely scratch the surface. Roll me in the rain, let me do my thing. Thought they had me deal, fighting through the pain when I'm in the zone.
I ain't never say much, but you see me up top. You see my numbers healthy, the pressure don't stop. Until I'm in the top, see the bottom seeds watch. They almost see me flop, but I'm stepping on them, watch, let them watch.
Born ready to fight, this is my moment. Coming for it all, just show me my opponent. Wanna be great, I'm a legend in the making. And this is mine for the taking.
Cause I got what it takes to be on top. I'm number one cause I don't stop.
Hard gas, no brakes, high stakes.
I don't act tough till the tussle let them